Did you delete some stuff?
Yes, everything is good.
Everything is good, yeah.
Everything is great. Everything
is
is
good,
going
yeah.
well. Everything.
Look to the people.
Oh, you know what? I didn't look at.
What did you not
I didn't look at the people's poll to see what they said about who is going to win Big Ten. Did anyone respond to that?
I don't know.
You should check that real quick.
I don't think so.
You should check that real quick.
How do I check it?
On the gram. Go to the gram.
Go to the gram.
The Big Ten before I could
Go to the
Bro,
gram.
did you not read the text?
And then go to the story.
Yeah.
to
And then swipe up.
I'll swipe up.
And then go over to the one with the poll.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And when you found.
We got 0 interactions.
Sweet. Wait.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Ooh. Okay. Nobody takes Indiana or the field. Everybody's either Oregon or Ohio State.
Okay, interesting.
105 votes. It is 60%. Wow, that's crazy. That's a good time to do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 2-minute. Whoa! JJ, help!
Run that back.
We're off.
Podcast.
We
I'm
are
Andrew. Here's always with JJ and Ben. JJ, the one time I need you to be copying me. What are we doing? No, you weren't.
Oh yeah, I always copy.
You always copy me. The one time I
Say it
need you, you're
again.
not there. No, it's too late now. You messed up.
From the top. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 2 Minute Warning Podcast. I'm here as always with Andrew and JJ. Guys, I'm gonna do another plug for the gram. We try to post on the gram every once in a while. I posted earlier today about the Big Ten, some predictions. Thank you for those that responded. So make sure you go and follow the gram so you're up to date
The gram.
on everything.
Maybe Ben should just introduce the episodes for now.
No,
That was good.
that's
I
your
did
job.
like that.
That was really good.
It was brooding.
I think you kind of take it. Guys, let us know if Ben should start opening
Andrew's
the pod instead of
iconic.
me. Guys, hey Ben, what have you been up to? We've been doing.
Dude,
Be getting prepared for football. I hope.
absolutely. And I think there's no better way to prepare for summer football than to watch the Little League World Series.
Oh, for sure.
It just gets your competitive juices flowing. It's so good. I'm so excited.
I disagree. I think replays of Thursday night ACC on
That's
FS1 is probably.
I've
way to go.
been in the middle of rerunning like all the Penn State games, like trying to watch them back, good and bad. Like I don't know why, but I love watching us lose right before the season starts. It gets me like mad. For sure, like against Ohio State. Like I wish we were playing Ohio State.
So then you're gonna get
because
let down.
every time before the end of the year, like watch that game because we always lose.
Colorado had that fantastic strength trainer give a speech during their. You're going in there in Penn State. What are you saying right now? What are you saying right now?
Right now at Penn State,
What are you saying right now?
don't suck as much as
We
you did
got
last
rid
year.
of the cancer. Go out and win.
Ooh.
Yeah, that works.
We know you in Florida. Everyone knows you in Florida. Do you not see the video of the Colorado strength trainer?
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen it. Yeah,
He hasn't seen it.
I don't remember.
I mean, I might have seen it like once, like a
Yeah.
year and a half ago.
I think
It
you're
was
the weird one
literally
here.
2 weeks ago. It's that lady.
Oh no.
Wow.
You
No.
you didn't see this video?
No.
Keep talking. I'll pull it up.
Oh
this,
my word! This is
you
not.
haven't-
This is not a good
This
start.
went
to the pod.
viral.
Obviously
Not
not.
viral enough, I guess.
Well,
for
so
us.
here's the problem with JJ. He's a school teacher, so he sees every little thing.
This is not.
So like
He is,
anything
like-
he
he's,
says
like-
that goes viral,
if you're a
it's his
ball
kids.
watcher-
He's chronically online.
He's
so
chronically
it-
online.
yeah.
Well, if you're a school teacher, you kind of have to be because like
I mean,
you see
yeah.
everything. your
okay,
kids
I'm
see.
gonna look up Colorado football. It's the first thing that come up.
I doubt it.
On
It's gonna be
Instagram.
Joe Klatt.
Yep. There's literally 4 videos of her speech. Have you not seen
I
this?
saw
No.
the post. I just never clicked on it.
One of the most known logos in college football.
Bro, you're getting fired up.
Be proud of that, 'cause I sure as hell am.
It goes
Why
on.
is that viral? It's
So is it 'cause
terrible.
it's
So it's a
virally
terrible
bad?
speech.
Okay,
That's what we're saying.
No, it was really bad. It was just really
Yeah.
bad.
So
JJ,
I was
what have you
surprised.
been doing to prepare for the football season?
Nightmares. Dreams.
Nightmares? What are nightmares?
Never.
That's what I heard.
Never correct my grammar again.
What,
Nightmares.
There you go.
I had like 2 guys say it to me like after listening to last episode. What is Mater Di? What is Mater
say Mater
Di?
Di. Yeah,
You
that
cannot
was
be
a little
one.
bit
You
embarrassing.
cannot be the one to correct
That's
grammar either.
just crazy names though. You just said Mater Di. When
Oh,
it
wait,
should
that's
be-
what you said.
That was him.
No,
And
that was
I
you.
took
That
Latin
was
too,
him.
which is kind of.
That's
kind
that's
of
really
embarrassing.
bad.
Insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, that was rude.
Anyway, what have you been up to, Jay?
No, yeah, you lay in bed and you're like, wait, what if that team wins that matchup? They could be in the playoffs and the team I have in is out. Or
Yeah.
what if that team in week 7
Every single scenario
Gets
possible
blown
goes
out.
through your mind.
What if Oklahoma gets blown out week 2 against Georgia?
Most likely gonna happen.
Dreams
Most
dash.
likely gonna happen.
What have I been doing? August.
School.
It's hot. It's really hot.
really warm.
This is the hottest part of the year.
It's actually starting to cool off. This week hasn't been as
Ooh.
bad.
Oh,
This
okay.
week is not as bad as it's been.
Monday wasn't bad because of the rain.
Yeah,
But
but even
it's
today,
hot.
I mean, it was still warm, I guess.
The
but-
worst feeling, top 5 worst feelings is the feeling right after it stops raining and then the sun comes
it's
out.
horrible.
Oh.
This
The
week's,
humidity is
this week's
unbelievable.
forecast is highs in the 90s, thunderstorms every day.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Florida.
Getting into that hurricane season.
Yeah.
A little bit cooler weather starting to. It's like still not cool, but like starting to blow
We're
in.
starting, yeah.
Like gotta watch out for them hurricanes. But you know what also hurricane weather means? Football.
Yeah. You know what? What's the best thing to plan on the first week of football?
Rainy days.
I don't think I know where you're going with this.
I support my wife 100% in everything she does, everything she plans. We're going to a zoo on Saturday morning.
We are.
But guys, it's fine.
are
Saturday
going
morning.
to
We're
the
going to be
zoo.
driving back, hopefully, right when the games are starting.
All the boys will be together. We'll be in the van.
In lunch or something.
We'll be watching it.
Oh, we'll be watching. Thankfully, the good game is like 3:30, I think.
I mean, they're all good games.
Right, but like the actual game that kind of
Might be
matters.
competitive.
Are you guys gonna stay up late for the UNLV Memphis matchup? I think that's the big question.
Potentially.
That's actually
Yes,
a good game.
because-
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Memphis has a big game against Mount
Let's tell that a
Olive.
little bit.
We'll have to make sure that when we get lunch together, it's at like a sports bar or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, what have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Nothing
Had a
much,
long day
nothing
today at
much.
work?
Yeah, long days.
Yeah.
I'm putting an engine in a car, so
Ooh, what
long
car?
days. It's a Land Rover Defender.
Oh,
It's not fun. It's not fun at all.
I know what that is.
Yeah, it's fine.
You just had a birthday though.
I did.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Thanks,
Ben.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, the old 2-2.
Cue that
Feeling
Taylor
22,
Swift song.
yeah.
Feeling 22. I only had like probably 18 people say that to me, but
I was not one of them. I didn't say that.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, it's been fun. Good week. I think birthday weeks are fun. You have something to look forward to.
22 was when I realized that I'm older than every college athlete, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
And it made me very
Well,
sad.
anymore, not really.
It
But
made
Not-
me very sad.
All the
Because now I
yeah.
looked at like I don't know, Jeremiah Smith, he's 18 when I was 22.
yeah,
I'm like, I'm really not athletic
yeah.
and good at any sports.
I don't know what you mean.
well, that's one way to look at it. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I feel like 22 is. I said 22 is the first age I felt old. Not saying you're old, but for me, it's first age you feel old because
conversation. We're losing.
we're
half
having
our
it.
fan
We're
base.
having
No. Yeah.
because
I
it feels
understand.
like when like you're 16, like the big ages are like 16, 18, and 21.
Yeah.
Like those are just like the ages you want to get to when you're young.
Yeah.
After that, you're just another age.
Well, also 22 is one of those ages where it's like you're finally older than the young crowd.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you associate the young crowd from 18 to 21. But my golden birthday is coming up, so I can look forward to
22
that
is
at
also
least.
when you find your spouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys both said that.
We
yeah.
both found our spouse at 22. So Ben,
Yeah. Who else?
Good year.
Who else has something like that? Something.
it's been a good year for you.
I forget.
Which girl?
Anyway.
Okay, getting a little bit of talk. We're actually not going to start. Okay, start with our top 3 right now. We're going to start with our first ever TPR
Hey, baby. Come on
rankings,
now.
guys. The first
Come
ever.
on now.
New committee has been established. We have a new top 25. If you guys have not seen it yet, it is up on our Instagram right now. But I just want to kind of talk about it a little bit, see where we came out. Yeah, kind of over the voting points and how it happened. So,
Before you start, even though,
okay.
I just want to preface to the fans how difficult it is to get a
It's
preseason.
just hard. It's harder than
a
that. For sure,
preseason
preseason.
top 25. I feel like after the first game, it's going to be so much easier because you're going to know about these teams. But right now, it is so difficult to do a preseason top 25.
I might disagree with you in that because preseason, I think a lot more people are okay with like.
But this is all about the integrity of the poll. We need to make sure that this is right, and it's like it's so difficult.
Yeah, it is hard.
I guarantee you, at least 5 of my teams are going to be off the list. After
Oh,
week
easily.
one.
I mean,
At least.
a couple of your top 15, probably at least one of your top 10 will be off the list.
Exactly.
By the end of the season. This is how it works.
Yeah.
But we don't know that, so we do like this. But the consensus number 1 team in the land, according to the TPR, is the Oregon Ducks.
Yep.
They had 4 first-place votes. They were the only team receiving multiple first-place votes, and they are your number 1 team. And their average ranking was a 1.44. Number 2 was Ohio State at 2.67, so not necessarily close. Pretty much Oregon dominated our rankings and the clear number 1, but Ohio State was the number 2 team. These next 5 teams all had 1 vote for a first-place ranking. So Ohio State is number 2 team. Number 3 is Indiana. JJ, you ranked Indiana at number 1. Can you explain why?
I did. My preseason rank, I really despise. One of the reasons preseason rankings are trash is because people try to project what they are going to be at the end of the season. And while I do believe you should be projecting how good a team is going to be based on their roster, because Indiana's roster is not the same as last year, you do have to take into account how good they are right now. And the last time I saw them, they absolutely boat raced Oregon by 50 points. They beat a very good Miami team, and they have a better quarterback. Not a better quarterback, but a better quarterback coming in at this point this year with Kurt Signetti. I just gave him the respect. I had Oregon number 1 at some points. I had Ohio State number 1 at some points. I'm giving Indiana respect for what they have done.
Fair enough. It's a good argument. You had Georgia number 1, right? We'll get there. So your top 3 teams are all Big Ten, and then your number 4 team, they're actually technically tied with Indiana, but we have them at number 4, is Texas. Was that flipped? Because I forget they were tied. No, that was right. Number 3 is Indiana. Number 4 is Texas. Number 5 is the Georgia Bulldog. Number 5 is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish with 1 vote. And then the Georgia Bulldogs came in at number 6. Ben, why Georgia at number 1?
Obviously, I have a little bit of SEC bias, unfortunately. I'm trying to get that out of my system before the season starts. But for some reason, I feel like they flew under the radar last year because of how the season ended. I believe they had that first round bye, and then that got beat pretty bad. But I think when you look at the amount of talent they're returning, as well as some of the transfers they got, their defense is going to be probably the number 1 in the nation, and their offense is going to be very efficient, led by Stockton, obviously. Or Stockton,
yeah,
Stockton,
got it.
yeah. I just think they have so much potential, but also experience behind them. Obviously, I'm also a Kirby fan. I think Kirby's a really good coach, and I respect him. So.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very, very high on Georgia this year, and I don't mind them number 1. I had Oregon as my number 1. My defense is, I think, it's the best returning roster in college football, I think, the last couple years. Not quite last year as much, but definitely with Ohio State and Michigan, you saw teams, I guess a lot of Indiana, a lot of returning talent has won the last couple of national championships. And I think Oregon has the best quarterback in college football. I think Dante Moore is the best. Currently the best. Now somebody could pass him, but from what I've seen last year, like a quarterback coming back, I think Dante Moore performed the best. I know we'll talk about them. We'll talk more about them later. So
I had Oregon and Georgia pretty much 1-1. I mean, they're pretty much close as tied.
Yeah. And that's all the teams receiving a first place vote. And then in number 7 is the Miami Hurricanes. Number 8 is Ole Miss. Number 9, Texas Tech. Number 10, Oklahoma rounds out your top 10. LSU is number 11. Texas A&M number 12. As somebody had a bad miss. I think it was who was it? Derek didn't rank Texas A&M. I think he just missed it. So that was a tough look.
That's unfortunate.
But so that drops him to number 12. USC is number 13. Alabama 14. BYU was 15, Michigan 16, SMU 17, Washington 18, Tennessee 19, Louisville finishes out the top 20, and then Houston at 21, Utah at 22, Iowa at 23, and then Florida hits your number 24 spot, and Penn State ends up ranked at number 25. Anything you guys want to talk about?
I just want to know, like, I also want to ask the people on the committee as well. I would like to ask this. Are we ranking Penn State based off of their easy schedule and amount of wins that they're going to have? Or are we ranking them on how good they actually are as a team? We're going to get in that later, obviously, but that's just kind of the thing that I was worried about with this poll, is that Penn State is ranked 25th.
What about Florida for you?
Florida has one of the most talented rosters in the nation.
I can understand Florida.
Yeah.
I really can. Because yes, their talent is there. They've been underperforming. Penn State's basically Iowa State from last year. Yes, they have a couple other pieces, But if you took Iowa State and they returned everybody, they would not be in the top 25.
Right.
I don't know if they'd be anywhere close. Again, I think it's a name thing. I'm not mad. I'm not too mad. I'm a Penn State fan, but I don't think they deserve it. I think the thing you see here is they only got 3 votes actually in our committee. And they only got 3 votes to be in, and it just happened to one guy put him 17, one guy put him 18. That's the only reason they were ranked.
Yeah.
I think the other person put him like 23 or something. But 25, whatever.
It's going to be interesting when they lose to Marshall first game of the year.
And then the rest of the teams, at least receiving a vote, we had Missouri, Arizona, Virginia, Illinois, Clemson, Nebraska, California, USF, and Boise State. Those teams all received at least 1 vote.
Yeah.
JJ, initial reactions to the TPR.
Can I see yours?
Yeah.
Initial reactions. I wouldn't have Florida and Penn State in there until you show me that the talent can do it. Get them out of here. I've seen too many talented teams.
I know this is our committee. I was a little bit disappointed we did not rank a group of 5 team because the reason I did, I had Boise State.
Yeah, you convinced me on that.
I had Boise State in my 25. I think my reasoning is there a top 25 team is going to be ranked by the end of the year. They have to be to make the playoff. So one of those teams is going to be ranked. Why not take a flyer on one? And maybe you're right. We can just keep moving up during the year.
That kind of went against my philosophy, but I think you should because it's going to be in the playoffs. You have to have at least, and one will be ranked.
Yes,
one will be ranked. So
Boise State's probably the best option.
Yeah, that's kind of what I went with.
I
don't know if they're going to be there at the end of the year, but they were. I was thinking about it. To rank.
I think it was pretty good. Again, like this is
good ranking.
This is totally fine for preseason. The only thing I was saying, this is preference, is like for me it was a clear top 5 with Oregon, Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Miami. You can't put Texas, Notre Dame in the top 5 for me. Like I get it. They're super talented, but like for me, those 5 are clearly not only the best, like I think the best rosters, but the best bets, right? Like Texas and Notre Dame aren't even the best bets to be in that top 5. So if you're even going on projection, like I think those have to be your top 5. But again, I don't really have a complaints with it. It's preseason. What are you gonna do?
Fair enough.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think that's what we were kind of
also, Oklahoma should be top 2.
No,
unbelievable.
They were lucky to be in the top 10. I had them outside my top 10. But yeah, I think a preseason, like we were saying before, it's so hard to rank a preseason. Yeah,
I think that's the biggest takeaway that we all kind of learned.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of fun though.
It's a good time. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this rankings. It's a lot. I knew it was gonna be fun, but I'm having more fun than I thought it would. Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of fun rankings this year. All right, getting right into our top 3. Starting at number 3, we're going to preview the best conference in all the land, the Big Ten Conference, the reigning 3-peat champion of the world in college football.
Domination.
An absolute incredible league at the top, and yeah, just get right into the Big Ten.
Big Ten of the field, boys.
Ooh, that's actually
Big
good.
Ten of
Big
the
Ten
field.
of the field. There's some good. I think you'll see in my playoff rankings what my. A team I want to talk about because I don't know if we're higher or lower. I think we'll just get started with this. We got started with.
He's excited,
with
JJ's
JJ's
he
team
can't
last
help
week.
being excited.
I think we should start with the Penn State Navy Lions. I think that's where we go. Completely new roster, completely new quarterback. Got Rocco Beck at the helm. This is the least amount I've known about a Penn State squad ever, I think, going into a season because of the overhaul. Like, I know some pieces. I know, we got, I think a big thing, too, is getting in Matt Campbell. He brought in Taylor Mauser to be our offensive coordinator from Iowa State. We also got Danton Lynn, USC's defensive coordinator. I know a lot of people are like, USC, they had a terrible defense for a while. But I believe it was last year, 2 years ago, they went to Danton Lynn, and they've actually been a lot better. So I think I like him as our defensive coordinator. As far as backed, it's going to be very, very different than we had with Aller. It's a lot more running around. Reminds me of the Trace McSorley days, which excite me because he was incredible there. It's so hard to project this team, what they're going to do. Like, yes, it's a lot of Iowa State. We do have, I think the biggest player probably coming back for us is Tony Rojas. I think a lot of people forget. He was a very, very good linebacker for us last year. Got hurt, I believe it was in the Northwestern game, like right after the Oregon game, and did not play the rest of the year. I think he had a lot to do with why we struggled down the stretch. And also Zion Tracy, a cornerback, and Darius Dixon. So 2 good corners coming back there. Other than that, it's going to be very new. One guy to look out for that I really, really like is wide receiver Kobe Howard. He was a freshman last year. Saw the field a little bit, but I think he could have a very good breakout year this year. But again, we lost a lot of players. We have a lot of new players that have come in. Like, it's basically, like, we have good tight ends coming in. We have, I believe, Rappleyea is also coming back for Penn State. But it's so hard to project this team at the moment.
So hard.
What do you guys think about Penn State going into this year?
So my thought, I mean, I've always kind of stood on this, and I'm sure that there are arguments to prove me wrong, and there are, like Kurt Signetti, but I've always been a believer that you cannot bring a team like they did Iowa State and just bring it over and it's going to translate well and have immediate success. I just looked up some examples, and the first one that came up was Mel Tucker going from Colorado to Michigan State in 2020. He left Colorado, and then Michigan State proceeded to go 2-5 in the first 7 games, or in their only 7 games because of the COVID year. And that was one where he brought over tons of players from Colorado, and it just didn't translate. Mm-hmm. Some of that could be because of... I gotta sneeze, holy cow. Some of that could be because of different competition. Obviously, the Big Ten is a lot more competition than the Big 12, I believe. But yeah, I do not think it's going to translate well. Thankfully, though, he has a cupcake schedule, and that's going to serve him very well for the first year. I just would not see, a team that is going to compete versus Oregon, Indiana, and Ohio State.
I agree. I think that's the consensus, but it's a sneaky playoff team because of the schedule. Like, the schedule is a cupcake.
Yeah.
I think that's what's comforting for me, is that, like, we're not going to get probably blown out in any games other than possibly USC, depending how they are. We'll get to them later. But we start with Marshall. That's a win. They play Temple, Buffalo, Wisconsin, Northwestern, and then we have 3 out of the next 4 games are basically our season. We play USC, we play at Michigan, and then we are at Washington after an off week in Purdue. So we USC, Michigan, off week, Purdue, Washington, and then finish with Minnesota, Rutgers, and Maryland. Again, I think it's a 3-game schedule. I think we lose all 3 of those games. I think there is a top of the Big Ten, which is like Oregon, Ohio State, Indiana. I think there's a middle, which is basically those 3 teams like that are fighting for that next slot. I think we're just a step below those 3 teams. I think going to Washington is sneaky, maybe harder even than going to Michigan this year. I think Washington could be very good.
And even if
I'm very high on USC,
if Wisconsin, Northwestern, Minnesota, we'll talk about them later. If they get hot, you could easily
definitely losable games. Yeah. And something I've heard lately and been talking about is Campbell has not done great as a favorite. So that's another scary thing. He's done good at like coming up and getting teams, but he's actually not had a great record when he's been a favorite. And you're gonna be more a favorite at Penn State than you were at Iowa State. So that's gonna be interesting to see how he handles that. I'm just ready to see this new era. Like, I'm not super high on them, but it's just exciting to see a new era. Finally, something different rather than the exact same team I saw for the last 10 years.
Definitely.
How's your O-line?
It'll be good. I believe we have a couple returning.
You lost a lot.
We lost a lot. We returned Anthony Donka as our own, but again, it's an Iowa State line basically. So again, it's so hard to project this team because it's completely new. You got anything else, Jay?
I don't know if I want to get your hopes down now because I like seeing you excited like this.
I don't know if I am because I seriously think.
But in the back of your mind, I think you think you could make a run.
No. I would love if we did.
I think you're dampening.
But I think
you're dampening.
I think the best we're gonna do is 9-3. I don't think we do any better than 9-3. I do not think we go 10. Even if we go 10-2, I don't think we're gonna be in the playoffs just because of the cupcake schedule. What are you gonna say? Say it. Are you low on them?
I am low on them. I think
that's fine.
They were part of my top. I just did all the schedules of the top 25. I didn't do any more teams than that. But I just don't like the stretch they have. I have them 4-0.
Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty. Yeah.
Pulling into Aiden Childs land up in Northwestern.
Losing to Northwestern again.
Well, the problem is it's a look ahead. Again, you got Whiteout next week. I think USC is gonna be great at that time, and then you lose at USC. You lose at Michigan. You're 4-3.
Yeah,
I think you lose at Washington too.
I agree. I think we have our 3 hardest games. I really think we lose all 3.
But you'll see later. I mean, I do see a world where you would get hot.
Yeah, I think anybody can see that world.
I just think
we're a step.
My view on it is it's a very low percentage for me.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you have a good quarterback. If you didn't have a good quarterback, I'd see you at.
He's actually
6-6.
He's the most experienced quarterback in college football. He's
he is.
Most games.
Is he at 40 starts?
I think so.
Rocco.
That'd be interesting.
That is good to see.
You have to be a fan of Rocco.
I haven't had a good
Rocco
quarterback
Taco.
at Florida in a couple years.
Exactly. So, all right, Ben, we'll move on from Penn State. Want to give me a team you're a little bit higher on in the Big Ten this year?
Ooh. Well, so you mentioned Washington. I think a lot of people are higher on Washington. But I am really high on Washington.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm really high. I think that there is a world where they go like 10-2 and are in the or Big Ten title game.
Wow.
I obviously last year they went, I believe, 8-4. Is that correct?
They went 8-4 regular season one.
Yeah, 8-4. They lost to the Big Three. I think this year they play the Big Three again. They play Indiana they did not play Ohio State, but they end the year with Indiana and Oregon. And I think that there is a very real possibility that they can squeeze one out of those two and end up 10-2.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously their only other harder games would be USC and Iowa. I think they could very well win one of those two as well. I'm really high on them. I think losing their running back hurts a lot. They had a stud running back last year. But yeah, like I said, I think that there's a very, very real possibility they go 10-2 and make it to that title game potentially.
Yeah, I do like that pick. I really like Damon Williams, their quarterback. I'm
Yes.
very high on him.
Yes.
Is it? I feel like they're a team I'm about middle on because I don't think they'll make a run to Big Ten title, but I think they'll be a very good Big Ten squad.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to a team maybe here a little bit that I'm a little bit higher. Like they play USC, I'm very high on USC.
I am too.
I think their schedule is gonna be a bit hard. Obviously, I think they'll beat Penn State, but then they got Indiana and Oregon. I think at best they lose all three of those games. I don't think they're as good as USC. For sure not as good as Indiana, and for sure not as good as Oregon. I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very tough, but I think if they get hot, then they can split one of those two in the end. I think, like I said, I ranked USC 8th in my poll, and I ranked Washington 20th. I think I could have ranked them higher, but I think that there is a very real possibility that they switch in the season.
Yep.
I like Washington.
Yep. JJ, team you're a little bit higher on this year.
Man.
In the Big Ten.
Big Ten. Who can you be higher on? Big Ten. It's like a contrast from the Big 12 and ACC where you have a lot of teams vying for like that middle ground, but like Big Ten, you feel like there's a big old gap between like the top 5 teams.
Yeah, for sure.
And the bottom. I'm a little higher on UCLA this year. Bobby Chesney coming in there. Real good coach. How do you pronounce his name? I am.
Imaliava.
Beautiful. This guy, I mean, he just covers up our mistakes so well.
Nico Imaliava.
Let's not forget he was a playoff starter for Tennessee back in the day. Tough guy. Becht has a lot of starts, he's got a lot of starts too. I think Chesney's going to give them some life that they didn't have. You saw it a little bit when they got that young guy. I forget his name, but he was OC when they beat you guys the first game.
Yep.
Gave him a little bit of life. I think they need some sparks out there in UCLA. USC is going to be good, so maybe they can try to keep up with that team out there. What do I need them to be? Like, I don't know, 8-4?
Yeah, that's
to
good season for UCLA.
Get
for
the
sure.
over there.
Yeah.
So I'm higher on UCLA. They don't have a terrible schedule compared to a lot of the Big Ten schedules. They play Oregon. They play...
Open with Cal. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
2 teams I'm
That'll
high
be
on.
really fun.
That's going to be a very fun game.
Oregon,
they got Michigan State. Other than that, I mean, they end with Michigan, USC.
Yeah.
That's their season.
But
so, I mean, you could be 8-1 going into those two games.
That's true.
Potentially ranked in the top 15 or so, and then get bludgeoned. But
I like that.
USC is at UCLA too. Make it a game
That'd be
down
crazy.
there. Make it a game.
No, I don't hate that. I think the whole Nico thing about it is like you saw it against obviously I watched him against Penn State. Like, not incredible quarterback Wood. He can do something with his legs. He can throw it a little bit. For UCLA, it's gonna be a good quarterback for them. And it's just I feel like a couple years ago UCLA was bad, and now to see them at least serviceable.
They're
is good to
solid.
see. Yeah, they're
solid.
a good team. Team I'm very, very high on. The USC Trojans. I mentioned them a little bit before. I feel like a lot of people are on this one, but I love USC this year. I love their quarterback, Jaden Maiava. I think he's incredible. He had started most of last year. They have 67% coming back. All of their offensive line is coming back. This team is going to be absolutely incredible,
where would you
I believe.
rank Maiava in the conference QBs? Is he top 3?
He's either top 3 or he's number 4. Because I think I would.
Who would you take over him?
I would take probably Sayin. I would take Moore, and then
Put Hoover up there.
Hoover's a wait and see.
Put Williams up there.
It's either Damon Williams or the guy from Maryland.
Oh,
He's incredible.
he's great, but
He's incredible. He's probably 3.
Let's calm down.
He's probably my
Malik
3. I
Washington.
love.
Why aren't we
Washington.
hiring Maryland then?
That's
If
a
they suck?
team I'd be. their team isn't very good. We can maybe get to them, but I still want to talk USC a little bit.
Yeah, their quarterback
But-
is all they have.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
that's the
keep
problem.
going, keep
but
going.
they return a lot. I think Lincoln Riley, USC's kind of started playing. We've said for years, like as long as they play a little bit of defense, they're going to be incredible.
Yep.
And there feels like they're starting to.
They've got the bodies out there.
They've got.
They've got the bodies.
They have
out
a
there.
new defensive coordinator,
Gary
Gary
Patterson.
Patterson, who is 66 years old. He had success back in the day when the 4-3-5 defense was starting to get popular. So it really relies on if his defense can do well. Because if they can, they're a playoff team or more. But if they can't,
I have written down here they returned 15 of their starters, which is tops in college football.
Yeah.
Like they're a good team. I believe in it. I believe in their offense. I think they're going to be an incredible football team. You'll see a little bit later. I think how far they will actually go. I think Maeva is. I've said it I don't know how many times, but it's very, very underrated. It's going to be incredible in the Big Ten this year. Their schedule, I don't think is crazy for Big Ten schedule. So San Jose State playing week
got
0,
some
so that'd be
games on
fun.
there.
Fresno State, Louisiana, Rutgers. Then this is their season. They got Oregon, they got Washington, and then they got at Penn State for the whiteout. That's early. That's September 26th, October 3rd, October 10th. And they also play Ohio State and Indiana. So they do have a little bit of a tougher schedule. Like I said before, I think they're better than Washington. I think they're better than Penn State. I think they win those games.
You've got to win one of the three.
If you win one of the three, you're in the playoffs.
You got to win one of the three. If you can do that, your schedule is good enough where you can be 10-2 and get in.
I agree.
Love
I
it.
think they'll beat
Love
Ohio
it.
State.
The
It's
only
at home.
thing that worries me is it's hard for me, going back to my quarterback question, to get them in the playoffs with a quarterback that's not in the top 3 of your conference. That's tough for me.
See, I
the
think
other
he
part
is.
is this is probably the worst wide receiver room he's had. In his, which they're gonna have good wide receivers. They're gonna find somebody, but it does worry me a little bit.
he did lose.
I'm higher on them too this year, though.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
That's what scares me because it
Yeah.
feels like a lot. Like last year was Illinois. I kind of
hype.
fell into it, and they were bad. So,
Last year was Penn State.
well, yeah. Any
Everyone
other
thought
teams you guys a little bit higher on in the Big Ten?
Let's see.
I think I mentioned Maryland a little bit, just because of quarterback. I think I love Malik Washington. I think is very, very good. He started as a true freshman last year. I think he's a really good quarterback, but I don't know if I could say I'm higher on them just because I don't think the rest of their team is really any good.
You know, like Nebraska after the curse is gone.
Man, I was going to mention I like Nebraska. I don't like their schedule.
Raiola.
If they would have Penn State's schedule, they could be 10-2, but they have a very difficult schedule, one of the hardest in the conference. But I do like their new transfer
Anthony
from UNLV.
Calandria.
Oopsie Daisy King. Got to throw a lot of touchdowns.
Matt Rule's
just throw a lot of
last
things.
chance. Last chance.
Yeah. I also like Minnesota.
Ooh, tell me why.
Yeah, Minnesota. They retain a lot of experience on offense. I said that they're probably still a few steps away from a breakaway, but they're definitely building a great foundation. Their defense is going to be solid. I think if they can put together a decent enough offense, they can, if they steal a win against one of Wisconsin, Iowa, Penn State, or two of those, they can end up 8-4 pretty easily. I think it's a stretch because it's relying a lot on young QB, but I think they have potential to do well.
Yeah,
The Golden Gophers.
Always a fan of the Golden Gophers.
So I did a helmet ranking. And one of the things that I really tried to harp on was if you have a good mascot and don't have a helmet that you use it. Like you don't use your mascot on the helmet. That makes me mad.
They do have
Yeah.
one though, right?
No, they do. They have an alternate, but their main one is just the M, which it's iconic. But put your gopher on there, man. Come on. The most angry I was at Baylor.
Oh, but their alternate helmet is so good.
Baylor's got a freaking bear, and they put the ugliest green and yellow.
I think before we move on to the
Sorry,
teams,
go ahead.
the
Big
teams
Ten. Are we
a little
talking about the
bit-
Big Ten?
Teams a little bit lower on. I think we got
bad.
to talk about the two O teams, Ohio State and Oregon. Starting with Ohio State, where do you guys feel they are this year? They're coming this year as the AP number 1, projected best team in the nation. Gonna have a really good offense. Their defense is wait and see, but they have Patricia. They're
Got
still
one
really
name
good.
for you.
What do you got?
Ian Moore.
Ian Moore.
Do you know who Ian Moore is?
don't.
4-year starter, left tackle.
Okay.
He's moving over to left tackle. It comes down to their offensive line.
Yeah.
If their
Big
offensive
protects.
line,
You saw it in the Miami game. As soon as Sand got pressure, he was not nearly as accurate.
Sand was about 70%. completion percentage.
Yeah.
If he has a good offensive line, he might not throw an incompletion. If they have a solid offensive line that maybe like Will Howard had, they're going to be really, really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. It just depends on. They have a lot of moving pieces, so if they can all come together.
Yeah, for sure.
Love them. Love them.
What do you guys say about Ohio State, Ben?
Well, I was, like everyone else is saying, their offense is going to be elite, whether you like it or not. I just am worrying about their defense because of how many guys they lost in the draft. You think of the, 3 in the top 11, I think it was, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, and then obviously, what's his name, Styles, who was it? Caden McDonald went.
Dude,
David
Caden
Eagles.
McDonald looks like an animal in Houston.
CJ Dowd.
He's dominating.
Yeah, so they lost a lot of defensive talent in the draft, just like Miami did. So I think that they're going to have some young guys and transfers step up for that defense to be back in that elite position. But I think their offense is going to be so much, I don't know if I can say so much better, but they're going to be good enough to where it may be able to compensate some for the lack of defense.
If I told you that Ohio State-Texas game will kick one team out of the playoffs, would you believe me?
I
Just
can
like
see
last
it
year?
happen just because both teams have a tough schedule. Like we've
How
gone
does
schedule.
Indiana, USC, Oregon sound?
Yep, they do have an off week in between Indiana and USC, but it's at Indiana and at USC, and then they host Oregon. Even the game at the end of the year with Michigan, as we've seen in years past, no matter what the spread is, that's always a game. Always has potential to be a game. Throw Iowa in there, throw Illinois in there, couple serviceable teams in the Big Ten. They have a very, very tough schedule, not to mention obviously Texas early on in week 2. That's going to be an incredible game at Texas.
Props to the Big Ten to spreading the wealth.
Yeah.
They have so many teams they can't play everybody, but there's a lot of big timers this year.
And yeah, that was one of the biggest things about Ohio State is that last year they had such an easy schedule leading up to the playoffs that they got to the playoffs and their pace of game was so bad that they couldn't keep up with those teams. So how are they going to adjust this year?
The team.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
How are they going to adjust this year to beat these teams that have already settled as a great pace?
Another year of Bo Jackson.
I was saying Bo Jackson. Are they
Yeah.
able to run the ball this year?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's been their question the last couple of years.
I was impressed by him.
Yeah.
When they actually started
it's more
to
for me. It's more on their offensive line than actually because I do like Bo Jackson. I think he's a good running back, but will their offensive line be able to create holes for them? Because you saw who was it even a couple years ago, even with Judkins and Henderson, there were games where they couldn't run the ball. Those two running backs were great, but their line couldn't get enough push for them to get yards down the field. And then also you have Jeremiah Smith. I think he's the best player in college football. He's the X factor. Again, I think he had Tate last year. Probably the bigger receiver for them this year is going to be Brandon Innes. They're number 2.
he'll probably have more yards than Smith.
You need a number 2. You saw it from
First
Tate
rounder.
last year. Innes is a good receiver. Is he going to step up? That's the biggest question for Ohio State.
You worry the number 1 receiver coach is coaching my Bulls? Don't have their receiver coach anymore.
Different offensive coordinator.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll see. Arthur Smith coming in. Going to be interesting.
Arthur.
What about Oregon? What do you guys think about Oregon this year?
Wow.
They're your number 1 team. Go ahead, Andrew.
They're my number 1 team. Like I said before, kind of leading into this, is because of their returning talent. Yes, a bunch of these teams got transfers in that are very, very good. But from the actual, there weren't a ton of players went to the draft. Dante Moore could have went to the draft. Probably would have been the second quarterback. Taken off the board in this year's draft. He came back, and they even have Dylan Raiola for something would happen to Moore. That he's a serviceable backup.
I would pay to see him suit up.
What's going to be interesting with them is 2 new coordinators. Both their coordinators left for head coaching jobs. But I love Dan Lanning. I think he's an incredible coach. Wow, I always say quarterback. I think the craziest thing to me was I was watching the Penn State-Oregon game on rerun this week, and the amount of times the announcer said freshman in that Oregon game was absolutely ridiculous. People forget Decorian Moore, their best receiver, was a freshman last year. They had Jordan Davison, one of their running backs, freshman last year. They still have Mateo Uiagalelei, one of the best edges in football, and there's so many more guys that I'm not kidding. Probably at least 10 times I was watching that game. The announcer's like, "Yeah, those guys are freshmen." I'm like, dude, they're and they were still that good last year. Starting a ton of freshmen. You give those guys more. You give those guys another year of experience. They returned 2 stars on offensive line. They lose Kenyon Sadiq, so they did lose a decent amount.
Both the coordinators.
Both coordinators, but they also return a lot.
Yeah.
And with Dante Moore, I think he's my number 1 quarterback in the nation.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
they're going to be
You're
incredible.
just giving up
Who's
on your
better?
boy Hoover right away.
Who is better than Dante Moore? Going into this year, all around
See,
quarterback,
but, like,
who's better than Dante Moore? Why are you smiling?
There's like 5 or 6.
If you say Aiden Philo right now, I'm
No,
going to fight you.
no.
Aiden Childs.
No,
Aaron.
Philo. That's what.
There's about 6 or 7 quarterbacks that have a higher ceiling than him.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Who?
I'd give Sayan a higher ceiling
No.
than him.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, we can't have this discussion.
I'm a low on saying. Just say that.
A ceiling, a higher ceiling. At the end of the season,
I'll say this about saying. I think he's perfect for the Ohio State team. I don't think he's a great quarterback.
he's a darn good quarterback.
He's a good.
He didn't have a good
He
offensive
throws an
line last
accurate.
year.
I know, but he had the 2 best receivers in college football.
Well, that's every Ohio State quarterback.
Exactly. That's what I'm
But-
saying. Because you saw as soon,
okay.
as soon as he had to do something
Let me
different,
throw
he was
another
not
name.
good.
Let me
Go
throw
ahead.
you out another name. What about my boy CJ Carr that you're high on?
No.
Not a higher ceiling.
I think Dante.
So Dante Moore is your Heisman favorite.
Dante Moore will be my Heisman favorite. Yes. I think Dante Moore is the best quarterback in college football.
John Mateer finishes higher than Dante Moore.
I'll take that.
Steak
You
dinner.
heard it here,
Steak dinner.
folks.
Steak dinner.
Steak dinner. I like it.
Okay, Dante Moore, this is the gripe I have with him. Doesn't put up huge numbers. Doesn't play well in big games. Those are my 2 gripes. I think he's
What game other than Indiana he did not play well in?
Penn State he wasn't
He played
He
well
wasn't
against
great.
Penn State.
he made some good reads. Let me pull up their schedule from last year.
He played well against Penn State. We're talking
You
about
keep
Oregon's,
talking.
Oregon's schedule a little bit. Open with Boise State, play Oklahoma State, Portland State, then they play at USC, so that'd be interesting. UCLA, Nebraska, Illinois, Northwestern, and then at Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State, and Washington, I think at worst. They have 2 losses and are in the playoffs. I can't see Oregon missing the playoffs. I could see them going undefeated.
He had 112 yards, 1 pick against Iowa last year. He had 230 yards, 1 pick against Tech. No touchdowns in both games.
Against who?
Huh?
Against who?
Texas Tech in the playoffs.
They ran the ball out of the game. They dominated that game. He didn't need to do anything that game.
Well, he could have done a little bit more. Made it.
Also, Iowa was
easier game.
pouring rain.
What about Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
86
Talk about
yards.
good teams, buddy.
86 yards and 0 touchdowns.
Yeesh. Ouch. They did have a good run game last
Negative
year.
12.
I mean,
rushing
Penn
yards.
State, you're right. This is when he got some acclaim. He had 240 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not putting up numbers.
We'll see.
But I don't think he has
We're
to.
gonna see.
I don't think he has to.
Also, another note on
Oregon's
Oregon,
great.
they might have the best. They probably do have the best defensive line in the country. Their front
Yeah, I
four
mean,
is
they're
very,
good.
very good.
They're great.
Scary hours in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I do like them as
Yep.
well.
You guys want to talk about Indiana a little
I
bit?
do want to talk about Indiana. Indiana.
Your number 1 team, JJ.
I think they're losing a few games this year. I don't
Ooh.
think he's immortal. I think Mr. Hoover has a little bit more faults to his game than as much as his ceiling is higher and he has a better skill set than Mendoza. I don't think his attributes are quite as high. Maybe needs a little bit more of growing pains, but Indiana is going to be a great team.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be solid. They had some returning D linemen. They've surrounded him with more pieces. They've got what's his name from their receiver, Nick Marsh. Nick Marsh. Wide out. They got Becker. I mean, the cold stone killer out there. Their schedule, they play Ohio State. They play Michigan back to back. They play Washington at Washington. And they play USC. So that back half, they got some tough ones. But, I mean, they're playoff bound.
Yeah.
I don't see a world where they go less than 10-2.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, this is going to be such an interesting year because this is the most talented team they've ever had. But also, it's not the same team as last year in the sense that it's Cignetti's homegrown guys. Like, this is like everyone is new now. Every skill player is new besides a couple of those younger guys. So I'm very curious to see what he does with this.
Probably the biggest underrated thing Indiana has done, they brought back both coordinators.
Yes.
There's not a ton of teams, I can say that for sure, in the Big Ten. I think that's going to play more dividends than a lot of people think. And, yeah, it's... Indiana's going to be very, very good again this year. I think again, like just
How much
playoff
is
team.
How much is Indiana get beat Purdue by in the last game of the season?
50.
After Purdue said that,
$1 billion.
Well, they're back. If they're in the playoffs, their backups are going to play.
and they'll still win by.
Oh yeah,
60
easily.
points.
Well, they also got Shaz Preston from Tulane, receiver I really like.
Yeah, I mean they're stacked. They had an insane portal. We're gonna see what Cincinnati can do without his players, but with way better players.
That's
It's gonna be a
the
lot
question.
of fun.
Yeah,
We're gonna
that's
see if he is
the question this year.
he can build a team like a Kirby Smart or Nick Saban, bring a lot of new guys in, or was it just his JMU fellows?
For sure.
I think he's gonna
They
have
open the
be
year
fine.
at North Texas or against North Texas. They're going to just
Sneaky game.
Guys, any teams you guys are maybe just a little bit lower on than the consensus this year? JJ.
I'm lower on Penn State.
Yep, you said that.
Lower on Penn State. I mean, the consensus is they're a fringe playoff team, so I would say for sure lower on Penn State. I am lower on. I don't know. Can you be lower on Wisconsin? People think they're going to break out. I don't think they're going to break out.
That's fine.
I like their quarterback.
I think it's pretty. How I feel about these teams is pretty much matches what the consensus is.
I agree.
Pretty closely.
I think a team that could be worse than people think, I don't even know if I'm lower on them, is Michigan. It's the Bryce Underwood experiment.
Yeah,
like,
but you can't see them losing more than 3 or 4.
I could see Michigan
I,
losing. I could see Michigan going
Really?
7-5.
I actually kind of like Michigan. I think that their new offensive coordinator is very quarterback running heavy, and I think that's going to fit
New
Bryce
coach.
Underwood
Bryce
well.
Underwear.
I think he could thrive in this offense.
Yeah. I think the biggest question, with Whittingham, with Beck, with like everything's new with Underwood, and he's still really young. Like he started as a freshman last year. Very, very talented, but obviously you saw freshman mistakes from him last year. They play their schedule was not crazy though. They open with Western Michigan. They do play Oklahoma. That's gonna be a big game
Big
for
L.
both teams.
Take that big
UTEP.
L.
They play Iowa, Minnesota. They're off. Then they got Penn State, Indiana, Rutgers, Michigan State. They do play Oregon, UCLA, and Ohio State. If they're not right, I could see them going 7-5. Again, I think what JJ said. I keep scrolling over this teams trying to find something I'm lower on. I don't know if there's anybody I'm really low on. It's just a team I think could have possibly losing more games than some people think.
You know what? I would have been a lot higher on them if they took Utah's OC with them.
I agree.
With Underwood, with what he did with Dampierre, I would have been really high. I think I have them 8-4 or something. But like Kyle or Whittingham, he's gonna do a good thing eventually. Like they're gonna be playoffs in the next 2 years. I guarantee that.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Underwood's the guy. You kind of have to start over with your guy almost. So he's gonna find his guy that he likes. I guess I'm lower on Illinois compared to some of our preseason.
Yeah, some people have
What
lower
is
ranked.
going
Yep,
on?
I agree with that. Not high on them at all. But another team maybe lower on Iowa. I think Gronowski.
Really?
I think Gronowski covered up a couple holes for them with
You
his ability
can't
to
be
run.
low on Iowa.
I'm low on Iowa.
You can't be low on
I'm low on-
Iowa.
I think they're a 6-6 team.
No, Iowa doesn't go 6-6. Silly. What if you're a Big Ten fan?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I'm not
You
loving-
know Iowa doesn't go 6-6.
Hey, we'll see. I'm returning 44%. Gronowski did a lot for that team.
They're gonna be 9-3.
We'll see. They probably will be. What's their schedule? I think it's
They are going to be 9-3.
Let's see. Did they beat Iowa State this year? Yes.
Yes.
They're gonna kill Iowa State.
NIU, Iowa State, Northern Iowa. They play Michigan,
3-1.
Ohio State, Washington. 3 games in a row. Off Minnesota,
And then they win the
Wisconsin,
rest.
Northwestern, Purdue.
And then they
Yeah,
win the
yeah,
rest.
You're probably right.
I cannot see
You're
6
probably
losses
right.
there.
Yeah.
The average score or the mean score of the last 6 games will be 16-10. All
Yeah.
Iowa wins.
Probably a good chance. Probably a good chance. So, guys, with all that said, I'm going to need a champion.
Come
of the Big
on,
Ten.
baby.
I'm going to need a runner-up
It's
of the Big Ten.
time.
And I'm going to need a surprise team. in
It's
the Big
time.
Ten. JJ, start with you.
I need to find UCLA's win total. Give me a second. I'm
What
gonna find
happened
it.
to Michigan State? When are they going to be good again?
Sheesh.
Yes.
Not anytime soon. 6.5 wins for UCLA. I guess that's my surprise team. Give me 8 wins for the UCLA
Whoa.
Bruins.
Woo!
Get over that mark. Over odds. Give me plus money as well. I'm winning us cash. You know, open up my Hard Rock betting app. I've got Oregon going 11-1, making it to the Big Ten championship. Just like the ACC, I've got 3 teams tied. Indiana, Ohio State, and USC all at 10-2.
Woo.
And in my preview or in my projections, they all beat each other, Drew.
Oh, whoa.
So, like, where are we going to go? The way it ratioed out with, like, I looked up the Big Ten, how they do it. They kind of do, like, the opponent's win percentage. And out of those 3 teams, Ohio State has the tougher schedule. So I put Ohio State in there.
Okay.
USC actually beats Ohio State, but then USC loses to Indiana, and then Ohio State beats it. So it's like a whole circle.
Right.
So I got Ohio State facing Oregon. Now, Oregon, in my schedule, loses their last game to Washington.
Whoa.
It's coming off a win at... It's coming off a East Coast trip, okay? And they're coming back to play Washington, and I have them losing to Washington to go 11-1. So I actually have Ohio State playing better at this time. With that offense humming, I have Ohio State going in and beating Oregon in Indianapolis. A home game. A home game for the Buckeyes. They get it done. Oregon goes in with a chip. Remember that later when we talk about the playoffs. They go in with a chip on their shoulder, Drew.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Electric.
Ohio State's your
That can be fired
Big
up.
Ten champion. Ben. Champion runner-up. Surprise team.
Surprise team. I'm going Washington. I think they do better than what they're projected. Nothing else for them. I'm gonna say, contrary to what my Washington love is about, I'm gonna say Oregon wins. I think that's a common pick. I think Oregon wins over USC.
Ooh,
I think,
USC making.
Like I said,
it.
I'm also kind of high on USC. I think they have a favorable path to that championship game, and I would love to see them play against Oregon in that championship game.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. So, I messed that up. I'm sorry. So we got Oregon.
Drew's
you got Oregon in.
Penn State versus
Maryland.
USC. Yeah.
My surprise team is going to be Maryland. Just basically quarterback. Like, I love Malik Washington. They're at Maryland, so I feel like they could possibly surprise some people. Obviously, they went 4-8 last year, I think. I believe their win total is like 5.5 or something, maybe 6.5. I think they're a team that could win 8 games. So it's fun to see, fun team to follow there this year. My Big Ten champion, I think it's chalk this year. I think it's Oregon. I think it's Ohio State. I think those are your 2 teams in the Big Ten championship. And like I said before, I'm going to take the best quarterback in that game, which is the Oregon Ducks.
You got saying
I think Oregon wins the Big Ten, taking down Ohio State. Can't really be much higher on Oregon this year. I think they are incredible.
Yes, I changed it up.
So
we don't have all the same.
We don't have all the same. We only have one different. You got it.
And I picked Ohio State to make it different.
Yeah, you did.
You should be proud of me.
Look at that.
No bias. No bias here on the
Oregon,
pod.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so that is our Big Ten
We can skip
preview.
the next item I'm seeing on your screen. Jeez.
Moving on to our number 2 thing of the week.
Trash?
We're gonna start. We have a couple things to go here. We're gonna quickly break down. Whoa.
Oh.
My fault, folks.
Oh,
That's on
no.
me.
How's our
Sorry I
storage
did that.
looking?
Very good.
Great.
We're gonna quickly break down Notre Dame here, just because.
Real quick.
Join a conference, or we're gonna keep previewing you pretty much last, and then we're gonna go over the group of 6. Kind of the teams we really like in the group of 6, and then we're going to show you and run down our playoff bracket. So, real quick, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in 2026, they are with quarterback CJ Carr. Several people have them at number 1 this year. A lot of people have predicted them to go undefeated, mainly because of a pretty easy schedule. But what do you guys think about the Notre Dame Fighting Irish going into the 2026 season?
Absolutely pitiful. Pitiful situation in South Bend. You complain so much, you get a rule change that if you're in the top 12, we feel sorry for you and we have to let you in the playoffs. And then you schedule the absolutely easiest schedule in the history of football. Maybe they scheduled this a few years ago. I don't know.
They usually do it a couple years in advance.
This is atrocious. I mean, there's no reason. BYU's a little bit sneaky there. You're traveling out to Provo, but, like, come on.
Schedule real quick. They start with Wisconsin, Rice, Michigan State. Their first road games at Purdue, then at North Carolina. Stanford, at BYU, Navy, Miami, Boston College, SMU, Syracuse. I think it's a 2-game schedule, probably a 1 with Miami and SMU. Maybe BYU give them a little bit.
I'd put BYU in there.
But
traveling out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's
But-
Notre Dame. They might lose to Rice.
Yeah.
On the last second field goal. You never know.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's no. In my book, I flirted with 10-2 because I was trying to get them out of the playoffs so hard for their whiny selves, but there's no. I think they're 11-1. I think they're 11-1. They get in the playoffs, they kick out a poor Big 12 or ACC team that wants to get in. They should be really good. Their defense is really good. Their secondary is probably 1 or 2 in the nation.
Yeah.
I'm not high on CJ Carr, but he'll be good enough. He's accurate. He can throw a nice ball. He's still a top 15 quarterback in the nation. They'll be fine.
I have one of the best defensive backs in the nation, and Leonard Moore, probably considered the best corner in the nation. They're going to be good.
They got some good helmets, too.
Well, I'll just say that. I'm very curious to see how they do, though, obviously, with Carr adjusting without 2 of the best running backs in the nation.
Yeah.
That's going to be a huge difference. Obviously, they have a pretty good third string from last year who's going to be stepping up, as well as another guy. I'm forgetting his name. But, his name is Aeneas Williams, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really curious to see how he adjusts, because obviously the offense is going to lean a lot more on him to produce first downs and the such. So that is definitely something to watch. Also, if he goes down for a game or two, we can pretty much count that game as a loss, in my opinion, because they have no backups. So, but yeah, no, they're gonna be really good.
Yeah, I'm high. I don't say high on Notre Dame. I think just with this schedule, I don't think they lose a game in the regular season. I think they beat Miami, and I think they go 13-0. Don't really have much more. Or I guess 12-0. They don't have a championship game. Joining conference. Oh. Jeez. All right, moving on to the group of 6. Just real quick, I want to run down the group of 6 teams, top 10 to make the college football playoff. According to this is the best odds I can find. It's kind of hard to find odds on this, but I think I found some. At plus 135 is Boise State. Navy is plus 480. San Diego State plus 500 along with Fresno State. Memphis and South Florida plus 650. Texas State plus 700. And then North Texas plus 1,000. UNLV plus 1,100. And James Madison at plus 1,200. For you guys, if you guys want to kind of talk about any of those teams real quick before we move on to our playoff bracket. Any team that kind of stick out to you this year?
I saw some predictions to have, like some of the bracket predictions for the end of the year to have UTSA. I do like them in the American, I believe it is. I do like them. I think they have a good core coming up, so they're definitely a fun team to watch. I kind of liked them last year. Obviously, they didn't prove out to be very well, but yeah, they're definitely a team to look forward to.
Yep, there's another one too that could. Yeah, a lot of people were kind of high on them this year.
Who had the number 1 transfer portal rating in the non-Power 4 conferences?
I'm gonna say JMU.
Close. USF.
Oh wow.
South Florida Bulls. You want to know about my Bulls, boys?
do.
Because I did some research this afternoon. Oh, I just know about them too. They've got basically a whole new team. Basically a whole new team. Brian Hartline comes from Ohio State. He brings with him his whole crew. Obviously, not a lot from Ohio State. They do have a wide receiver, a 4-star wide receiver from Ohio State transferring to USF. He's going to be a stud.
Michael Van Buren.
Yeah,
Quarterback.
it kind of comes down to that, doesn't it? Like if you can get the best out of Van Buren, he's accurate. He's not going to be the runner that Byron Brown is, but I don't think he's going to lose as many games. Byron Brown lost us some games. So I think he's going to be better in that category. He has a higher IQ. I think it does come down to his play. And if our schedule's one of the weakest out of all those teams you just mentioned, we play nobody. So you have to go 12-0.
Yeah.
I think you can go 11-1 and win the American and maybe squeak in. But I think you have to go 12-0. There's a really good chance. I love the early schedule because that's when Van Buren's going to get used to the system. Heartland's going to put into plan like what his goal is, what his play calling is. And the back half of the season, we got Memphis, you got Tulane. Those are our games that probably will determine the season. But sure. I like how we look. I like how we look. Yeah. The other teams I had would be Navy. They got Navy. I saw their backup, who's now starting for them, play against USF.
Yep.
He's a good player.
Good runner.
He's a good player. He's athletic.
Every year.
I do like obviously Boise State. I think they're the favorite for a reason. You got my boy
Max Madsen coming back.
Yep, Madsen. But Ashton Jennings not coming back, is he?
That was a while ago. Why are you getting Team
and I like JMU. Sorry, go ahead.
I think a lot of the group of 6 is every year they're pretty much brand new teams.
You never know.
That's what's hard to get. I like Memphis this year.
Say
I
his
think
name.
what are you talking about? Aaron Nolan?
Aaron Nolan.
Yeah, Aaron Nolan.
Yeah.
Their quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think their season basically comes down to UNLV game 1. I mean, they do have a pretty tough schedule. Like they start with UNLV. I think that's huge. They do play Boise State. They play Tulane. They play USF, and they play Navy. But I think if they can get off on the right foot with UNLV, I think they'll have a really good chance. People forget that Boise State is no longer in the American. They're in the Pac-12. So I think they have a shot in the American. It's going to come out of that schedule, but I do like Memphis. And again, a lot of these Group of 16s are brand new. I just heard today, too, they have one of the better corners that didn't go anywhere. Like, that wasn't transferred in. That actually stayed there at Memphis. So
If you want some good value for your betting money, UTEP is plus 1 million to win the championship.
there you go. There it is.
There are also some guys that are higher on Hawaii this year. They have
Yeah.
a pretty good squad coming in. They might be fun to watch. Some of those late night games for sure. I'm just looking at the odds here across different websites. UNLV is often favored the most to make the playoffs, along with South Florida. There is also New Mexico up there and San Diego State. I think they could also be very good.
There's so many different things that give you different odds because
For sure.
nobody knows what to think about the group.
But these are just some teams to be in the look for.
Yep.
What is the cutoff that Boise State can lose by to Oregon to still make the playoffs?
I think they lose
Well,
by
as we
more.
know.
24?
I was gonna say if they lose by like 28, they're probably not in. But it depends. I don't know if it's gonna matter because if they win out after Oregon, they're gonna make it.
No.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Who else
If
would you
Oregon
take?
beats them 50-0, they're not making
No. Because Boise State's going to win their conference and then be the highest ranked conference winner. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I agree.
That's how that works.
You think they're going to put them in
Yes.
Yeah, they would.
after getting
Yeah.
shellacked?
Because you can say that about anybody, because then you can be like, "Oh, Boise State's still the best team in the group of 5." Like,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter the group or a group of 6. The group of 6 is a sacrificial lamb every single time.
Hate it.
I hate it too.
Hate it.
But
Just look at Tulane last
talking
year.
about the playoffs, guys.
Hate
Well, first of all, I
Aw,
just wanted to
man.
mention, did you guys mention
ready
North
for it.
Dakota State at all? What do you think about them?
It's
Yeah,
so
baby.
easy. I do like North Dakota State. I've thought about putting them in my playoff, but it's a team
It's
moving
a
up.
real gamble.
It's a
real
team
gamble.
moving up into a new league, basically.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's hard to like project North Dakota State. I think that's a little bit of a wait and see.
Yeah, there are people that are high on them because of how well they
I'm
did
high on them.
at the FBS level, but this is not FBS anymore.
North
this
Dakota
is division,
State
this is
at Sacramento State.
this is the
Must
big
watch
one.
FCS, you mean.
TV.
They were in
FCS. I'm
FCS.
sorry, FCS. So yeah, I would not be high on them, but I think they are going to be very intriguing to watch.
For sure. JJ,
Now.
any North Dakota State?
Yeah,
Baby.
baby.
Before we move on
I
here.
love it. I love it. I love their colors. I love their mood.
I love that they're in it.
I love the thing of they absolutely dominated FCS and won so many championships, and now they were the big dogs and now they're here. And I wish they played somebody bigger, but now they're on the bottom. They got to work their way up.
Yeah.
I think they could be pretty good in a few
It's like
years.
Road to Glory.
I think they'll be
all
packed.
I think they'll be good in a couple years. I think
Pac-12
right now,
soon.
I think
Coming
right now
soon.
they're not very good. Speaking about playoffs, boys.
It is time.
You guys ready to predict something? So, I will preface this. You guys remember what happened last year when you guys did playoff brackets?
I almost wanted to bring it so I could read them. What teams I
You
picked.
guys got what, 2 right last year? I think I only got 4.
I think I got
but
3.
You guys were no, I think
I
I
got
got 2.
3.
You guys were the worst.
Yeah.
Wasn't very good. But that was last year. New year, new bracket. Who wants to start us off? Who wants to start
Not
us off with
me,
the bracket?
guys. This is going to be another.
JJ, you've been
4-year.
voted
Who's
to start off our bracket. Get us your playoff teams first, and then we'll come back around and run through the bracket.
who's gonna be this year's Clemson and Penn State? Because there's gonna be 2,
Probably.
and those were top 5 teams last year.
I don't know if we'll see that much of a collapse again.
Oh,
That
Drew,
was
you
different.
Don't say that, dude. I don't think 2 teams will do it for sure.
Yeah, maybe 1. But
Okay, well let's get into it.
Yep.
You want my
I want your teams first.
hot take or the real one?
I want the real one.
Okay.
The real one. What? This is your official bracket.
So guys,
this is going on the
last
gram.
year,
This is going on the gram. What's your official bracket?
last year I was intrigued by a lot of the transfer portal. I think it was recency bias to what was going on with how the transfer portal was just absolutely changing teams left and right. And so I decided to put some eggs in baskets that were intriguing to me based on that, but were they the right picks? No. So as you could tell with South Carolina in my semifinal, Virginia. Now Virginia almost got it done. So give me some props for that. But there was some picks that this year it's going to be a little more chalk, and I'm okay with that.
Feels like a chalk year.
I'm okay with that because I'm tired of losing money. We're gonna chalk it up, and I think, like you always say, the cream always rises, and that's happening with the portal too.
Mm-hmm.
You see the good teams are starting to take over a little bit. All right, ready?
What are your teams you got?
All right, number one. Should I start number one or number 12?
Start number one, go
number
12.
1 seed. As you know, I have Georgia beating Oklahoma in my SEC championship game. I have no undefeated teams, boys.
Wow.
I've got Georgia beating Oklahoma in my championship. They lost to Oklahoma in the beginning of the season. By beating them in the SEC championship, kind of like gets it out. Georgia's my number 1 seed. Schedule. We talked about this. I don't have to defend anything. Number 2, Ohio State. They come off that big win against Oregon in the Big Ten championship game. They're my number 2. Miami's my number 3. They're going to be 12-1, but the ACC gets shat on all the time. So 4 is Texas Tech. They will be 12-1, coming off that Big 12
Who
championship
are they
game.
losing to? They
They
played nobody in the regular season.
I had them lose maybe an early game
Okay.
without Will Hammond. Nope. Calm down.
No, I'm just saying.
Let
Just
me
asking.
speak
Keep going.
my
Keep going.
mind,
Keep
brother.
going.
You want me to put Texas Tech 13-0 on number 1? Not a chance. Number 5, Oklahoma, SEC not at large. They lost in that SEC championship.
That's crazy.
Number 5, they go 11-2. Only losses are to Georgia and to some other. I can't remember the other team. Number 6, Oregon. They lost in the Big Ten championship game. They're 11-2. Number 7 is Notre Dame, 11-1. Don't have to defend that. They better make the playoffs. I'm gonna be so mad if they don't make the playoffs. Number 8, Texas. They're my at-large SEC team. They'll go 10-2. They gotta make it. Like, I don't see a world where they. I do see a world, but I don't see a world. Sark's been in 2 semifinals, and then he had to drop off Europe. They'll be back. They'll be fine. Indiana's number 9 at-large from the Big Ten, 10-2. Number 11. So number 10 was my toughest team. So I'll go to number 11.
Who'd you say at 10? Sorry.
I'm not saying 10 yet.
Oh.
That's my tough team because that's
Who's
always
9?
the team.
Who's 9?
Indiana. 11's SMU. 11-2.
ACC gets 2 teams.
11-2 SMU. Wow. Because their losses are Notre Dame, close, and Miami, they get in. Give them some respect. Number 12 is USF. I just put them in there. Flyer. You never know. All right, number 10 was tough. It came down to either the loser of the Big 12 championship, which I had as BYU, or I had as Houston, right?
Yeah.
Houston. 11-2 Houston.
Included have a Big 12 team in there.
11-2 Houston. A 9-3 LSU was my other option, or a 10-2 USC. I couldn't put a 9-3 team in, so I put 10-2 USC. Their strength of schedule is great. They're gonna disrespect the Big 12. They don't want a Big 12 team in there, so USC is my 10 spot.
Nice.
Georgia, Ohio State, Miami, Texas Tech, Oklahoma, Oregon, Notre Dame, Texas, Indiana, USC, SMU, USF. Get this. This also made me put USC. First round game at the Coliseum. Notre Dame, USC.
Oh, my days.
Wait, that's USC's number 10 seed. They wouldn't host.
You're right. Game at Notre Dame, USC, Notre Dame.
Wow, that'd be incredible.
Whew.
The 1 year they don't play each other, they actually play each other in the playoffs. That's fun.
Yeah.
Ben, run us over your playoff bracket.
I also have chalk. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. This is so hard. I have Georgia as a number 1 overall seed. I have Georgia winning, probably going undefeated, and being number 1 seed. I have Oregon being better during the regular season, but then I have Ohio State beating Oregon in the Big Ten championship, and they bump up a spot. So Ohio State is number 2, Oregon's number 3. But then they would... No, never mind. Yeah.
Can you just say that Oregon's going to the Big Ten championship in our prediction?
That's besides the point. This is just what I'm thinking.
Hedging your bets is what he's doing.
Exactly. This is what I'm thinking the AP poll is going to think.
Okay.
Essentially. So I have Ohio State number 2, Oregon number 3, and then Notre Dame number 4, because Notre Dame's probably going to go undefeated or 11-1, and they're going to be biased again like last. Actually, no, they weren't last year. because they put Miami in. Number 5, I have Miami. What was it? I think it was Miami has a better record, but then Notre Dame beats Miami or something like that. So then they obviously make the right choice there. Number 6, I have Indiana. I think they're going to be very good again, obviously, like I said already. 7, I have Texas. 8, Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is going to be good.
8. Wow.
I think they do. And here's the problem I had last year. I didn't have enough SEC teams in. This year, I'm going to put more SEC
You'll
teams
see
in.
for mine, I agree with you.
Exactly.
I think it's
We all know what the SEC
SEC
bias is. Number 9, I have Texas Tech. I think that the Big 12 championship. They probably could be higher. I just have them down there just because. And then 10, I have BYU because I think they're going to have a very good year, and I think that they're either going to be in the championship game or win the championship game to boost their spot up. I hope that they kind of get rid of their hate towards the Big 12 this year and could put 2 teams in. I hope they do.
Nope.
They probably won't,
not happening.
but I hope they do.
Not happening.
And then 11, I have Oklahoma. I feel like I got to throw them in there. Like
yeah,
I said,
you
like
do.
I said,
You know you do.
SEC bias. They
You
made it
know
last
a
year.
good team when
they
you
made it
see
last
one.
year. Why won't they make it again this year when they have arguably a better team?
You know it.
And then my group of 6, 5, whatever the teams are, Boise State. I think that they're going to run through their conference and end up in that spot.
Very nice. I like it, Ben. My bracket, the number 1 overall seed, going 13-0.
The litany.
Is the Oregon Ducks. I'm high on Oregon. I think they're your number 1 team. I don't think they lose. I think they find a way to beat
Second
Ohio
time in
State.
3 years.
I think
Second
Oregon
time in 3
is the
years.
number 1 team in the land. Number 2 at 12-1, the SEC champion Georgia Bulldogs are your number 2 seed. They actually get ranked above a undefeated Notre Dame at number 3. I think what will happen is they will respect the SEC champion and actually rank them above an undefeated team in Notre Dame, which I would agree with. And then number 4, just because they went undefeated, I don't think they're actually the top 4, but I have Texas Tech at number 4. I do not think they respect the Big 12
You have
as much as
3 undefeateds.
I have 3 undefeateds. I have three or 4 undefeateds. Number 5, I have 12-1 Miami. I think with their 1 loss, they obviously have to put them behind Notre Dame because that would be the team they lose to. And without, and even an undefeated Texas Tech, I think they'll be the first team to host there. Number 5, going 12-1. Number 6, I have the Texas Longhorns going 11-2, losing 1 game in the regular season, and then also losing to Georgia in the SEC championship. At number 7, right behind them, because I have Ohio State losing to Texas, I have them slide to 1 spot behind Texas at number 7. Your number 8 team is the Indiana Hoosiers going 10-2. They would play number 9 LSU, also going 10-2. Number 10, I have the Ole Miss Rebels, also going 10-2. So I have, I think I kind of played with this. I think Ole Miss beating Georgia. That would be Georgia's 1 loss in the year, and then LSU beating Ole Miss in that game. Again, like Ben said, I think it's a lot
LSU
of
beating
SEC
Ole Miss
this year.
at Ole Miss.
Yes. And then that's the way, just however way it gets to it. We got Ole Miss at number 10. And then my group of 5 team is Memphis. But big, kind of a new roster there. But again, it's
Who's
kind
your
of
11?
thrown there. Did I not say my 11? Was that in my 11? Oh, sorry, my 11. I missed my 11.
I know what it
USC.
is. Yeah.
It's USC. It's 10-2 USC. I think they find a way in at 10-2. And that is my playoff
Ole
bracket.
Miss.
I think they do it.
Boys.
I think Trinidad's good. The only reason, I think the only argument against Ole Miss is because of their schedule. I think that's the only argument you can have. JJ, run us through your bracket.
I love how it feels. I did my bracket.
You have to finish it.
Oh, go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tradition is that I do it on the pod, obviously. So this is tune out for 30 minutes. If you want to know what my champion is, just come back. Let's start with the 8-9 matchup. Texas, Indiana. Indiana rolls in and blasts Texas. Just punches them in the mouth. I would love this so much if Sark the complainer just gets absolutely... No, I actually think that's a good prediction. I think Indiana will be... I have them losing 2 in the middle of the season. They're going to be humming with Hoover. They just come off absolutely whipping Purdue.
Sark for a SIG first round would be...
They're going to be rolling. Sark is going to have some great halftime comments. Arch versus Hoover and SIG system. I think Arch could make some rookie mistakes in his first playoff game. Indiana rolls. Oklahoma, USF.
Your favorite matchup of all time. This is like JJ's
60
dream
to
matchup.
0.
I think USF will make it a better game than JMU. That's for sure. But I think at Oklahoma's too much. USF's going to have trouble scoring anything over 14 points. I think Oklahoma obviously wins that one. Notre Dame, USC. Notre Dame gets it done. Notre Dame gets it done. At Notre Dame, I think USC makes it a good... I think this is the best game of the first round for me. Maybe overtime. Maybe last-second field goal. Iconic franchises. Oregon, SMU. I take SMU? No, I take Oregon. Kevin Jennings, again, can't get it done in the playoffs. He's not a playoff quarterback. Rhett Lashley, never a fan of him after he blew up Miami. Oregon moves on to face Miami. That's right. The lowest seed plays the highest, right? Yes.
No, they just go down.
No,
No.
it's set.
No.
Yeah,
It's
No.
set. It's set.
it's set.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
I
is.
just looked it up today.
It's set.
It's set.
No, I looked it up today.
They don't reseed in college football unless they just changed that and I missed it. They do not reseed in college football.
I think they don't do it this year, but they do. They get choice of where they want to play. I think that's what their
Yeah.
incentive is.
You're right.
No,
The
they
thing I
don't
looked
reseed.
up, that's retarded. But
Whoa.
anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I can't say that word.
Continue.
So that means Indiana plays Georgia.
Ooh.
Indiana, Georgia would be fun. Kirby Smart versus Signetti. Does the old man put the young Signetti in his place and show him who's the real best coach still in college football? I think he does. I think Kirby Smart gets it done. I think Kirby has been off the scene a little bit too long. He says, I'm still here. I'm still a coach to be reckoned with. Close game, real good game. Hoover maybe shows a little bit of what Mendoza's peak was that I don't think he might have. Georgia gets that one done. Oklahoma, Texas Tech. What is the conversation here? Oklahoma rolls Texas Tech. Easy dub. Texas Tech might not score again. They might go 2 playoffs without scoring. That would be embarrassing. I could see like a 24-7 game. Notre Dame, Ohio State. That would be fun. That would be really fun. Let's come back to that one.
Oh my God.
Oregon, Miami. Oregon beats Miami, unfortunately. I don't think our pass rush is quite... Again, like I said, pass rush this year is the reason we won't go to the championship again. Our ceiling is really high, but I think Oregon is a better team. Oregon wins, and we're back to Notre Dame, Ohio State. Frick, I don't want to pick this one.
Have to.
This is tough. I'm going to pick the better quarterback. Give me Ohio State.
Oh.
Give me the Buckeyes. I'm saying the Buckeyes move on to their semifinals against Oregon. All right, we got Georgia, we got Oklahoma, we got Ohio State, and we got Oregon. 3 O teams. Oklahoma versus Georgia.
You actually legitimately think Oklahoma's going to make the semifinals?
I
It's just like
do.
a South Carolina pick last year.
That is not that is
very
crazy.
well could be.
Continue.
I'm gonna take.
Oklahoma.
I really want to.
Please do.
I really
Please
want to.
do.
For one thing, they're going to be the hottest team because they blew out USF and blew out Texas Tech. And Georgia just played that one game against Indiana. But that game against Indiana was tough. They're going to be down a few players. They've got beat up. Oklahoma goes to the championship game.
No
Oh my
way.
days.
Neutral site. It's not at Georgia.
This guy.
John Mateer delivers. They go to the championship. You gotta throw it a little wrench somewhere. Come on. Oregon, Ohio State. I think the hottest team is gonna be Ohio State. Ohio State goes to the championship game.
Do it to him.
Yep. Ohio State, Oklahoma.
Do it to him.
Unfortunately, for the second time in 3 years, and the 4th time in a row, the Big Ten crowns a champion. Ohio State wins the 2027 National Championship. Where's the National Championship? Oh, Las Vegas. That'll be fun.
Yeah, well,
Do you know where? You said? I'm sorry. Did you say Oklahoma's making the championship?
he did.
I said Ohio State versus Oklahoma.
So do you know what happened last year when our team was really hot through the first 2 rounds, and then met a good team in the semifinal?
Miami?
No,
see, they beat Ole
Oregon
Miss.
beat James Madison by 20, and then they proceeded to beat Texas Tech by 23, and then lost by 30 to Indiana.
You're right.
You
Maybe I should go Georgia.
Too late.
Too late.
Ben,
Just throwing that out there.
take us through your bracket.
Yeah. All right, so I did not have USC, and you guys both did. I just don't think that they're going to put a 10-2 USC in over a 10-2 SEC team in Oklahoma. That's just my opinion, so I thought I'd mention that. Apparently, I lost my bracket, so please bear with me for 1 second.
I can go.
I got it.
Okay.
So my first round matchup, the 5 and 12 seed, I'll start right there. Miami, Boise State. Miami wins that one pretty easily, which sets up another matchup of Notre Dame, Miami, which is pretty fun.
That would be fun.
That'd be very fun. Texas Tech, Ole Miss. That's going to be a fun game.
Yeah.
I would have Texas Tech winning that. I think defense wins championships, and I think they can shut down Ole Miss. But it's going to be a great game. Oklahoma, Indiana. I think Indiana wins that one pretty easily.
Not a chance.
I wouldn't say easily, but I think they do win. Then I have BYU versus Texas in that 7-10 matchup, and I have Texas winning that one, which sets up our second round matchups. Miami, Notre Dame. I have Miami winning that one.
Hey, now you can't. It's hard to win 2 in a row.
It is hard to win 2 in a row, but I'm high on Miami. I think that they're gonna be pretty good this year, and I think they beat Notre Dame. Then I have Texas Tech versus Georgia. And I have Georgia rolling in that one. Obviously, I have Georgia as my number 1 overall seed. And then in that 3-seed matchup, Oregon versus Indiana, another great matchup. But I think Oregon is really good. I think they win that game. And then finally, Ohio State versus Texas, another rematch from earlier in the season. And I have Ohio State winning that matchup, which sets up my semifinal between Miami and Georgia, and Oregon and Ohio State. And then I have Georgia versus Oregon in the championship game. And I think these are... It's a dangerous pick because these are the 2 best teams going into the season, but I think that they're the 2 best teams. So I have Georgia versus Oregon, and I have Georgia as your 2027 national champion.
Nice. Very nice, man. All right. My playoff bracket without Oklahoma at all.
Oh, no.
In the 5-12
Drew.
matchup, we have the Miami Hurricanes against Memphis.
Drew,
It's
do you have
Miami.
Indiana in your bracket last year? I don't think you did.
I got Miami obviously rolling there against Memphis. In the 6-11 matchup, it's Texas and USC. Texas comes out on top ending USC season. 7-10 is Ohio State, Ole Miss. Ohio State wins that game. And then an incredible matchup in 8-9, Indiana, LSU. The lovable Kurt Cignetti against the absolutely hated.
That would be fun. The tweets.
That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Hello?
I have
He's
Indiana
manifesting.
beating LSU. In the quarterfinals, that brings up a rematch of Oregon versus Indiana, and I do have the Oregon Ducks moving on to the semifinal. 4-5 matchup brings us Texas Tech and Miami.
You better not.
I have Miami Hurricanes
better.
beating
I was
Texas
about to
Tech,
say.
going back to the semifinal in an incredible game. Georgia versus Ohio State.
Man, that'd be fun.
That would be a lot of fun. I have the Georgia Bulldogs moving on to a semifinal. And in the final quarterfinal matchup, I have the Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the Texas Longhorns. Number 3 versus number 6, and I have Texas coming out on top, eliminating Notre Dame and making it to a semifinal, which sets up a semifinal of Oregon, Miami, and Georgia and Texas. And just like Ben, I have Oregon and Georgia meeting in the national championship. This is my 1 and 2 seeds. I have the Georgia Bulldogs winning the national champion, bringing one finally back to the SEC.
You know what that means?
It's the SEC year.
When both of those teams miss the playoffs, we both lose.
Let's go! Woo!
So
I think
I'm not joking with you. When I did it all the way before. Like I was gonna do it on the pod, but I just did one, and I had Georgia Oregon in my championship.
Oh my!
And I had Georgia winning.
No way!
Oh my goodness!
Because my thought,
That's not good for
my
us.
thought
Not
was
good.
Dan Lanning always makes it one further round a year.
Oh,
if you
sure.
notice, so he would make it to the championship but lose.
And then next year he'd win.
yeah, and it would
Dylan
be
Raiola.
Lanning versus Kirby again.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
So,
Yeah, it'd be fun.
But-
so,
yeah.
We do it on the pod.
Did you make your playoff bracket with 9 teams and not in?
I
from last
did.
year? No way.
I did, and it's not that difficult.
really,
Not that.
Would you mind
difficult.
sharing
just share quick.
with the class?
We're running out of time.
I think the toughest part, running out of time.
I'm just kidding.
What are we talking
Talking
about?
about
It's
football.
college football, baby. I think the hardest part was finding the 3 teams that stay. Because you could find teams that could be in. That wasn't very hard for me. Finding 3 teams that would stay was the tough part. The 3 teams that stayed for me were the 3 teams that I think are going to run through the season: Georgia, Oregon, Miami. I think those 3. Yeah, because Notre Dame wasn't in it last year. I almost freaked out. You know what my wild card team is this season? The BYU Cougars. I think they could be really good, and I think they
agree
could
with
miss
that.
the playoffs. Like, they got LJ Martin, they got Bear Bachmeyer coming back. They could be really good. They can knock off Texas Tech. If that happens, and Texas Tech, if they start off 1-3
I think
without Will Hammond.
Well, even that, I think though, if Texas Tech loses one regular season game, loses the Big 12 title,
They're out.
They're out.
They're out. So it wasn't that difficult to get there. One of the hardest ones for me was Indiana. To get them out, I mean, you either have to have them going 10-2 and missing at large, or 9-3. So that was really tough. But you could see a world where Hoover's not the guy. I think you could.
Definitely.
Okay. Number 1, I got Georgia. Number 2, Oregon. Number 3, Miami. I just kind of put them on top there. BYU wins the Big 12, so they're number 4. Number 5 is Notre Dame. I got number 6, Texas. Number 7, Indy. What is my have a problem?
You can't put
okay.
Indiana in there.
I can't put Indiana in there. Why did I think I could?
Put
USC.
USC.
This is why.
USC.
No. This is why. I'm sorry. I messed this up. So Miami's out because I see a world where they screw things up too.
Oh, okay.
SMU's in that 3rd spot. They win the ACC.
Oh.
So I left Indiana in there because I couldn't take them out. So SMU wins the ACC. Okay, now we're back on track. So we got SMU's number 3, number 4 BYU, number 5 Notre Dame, number 6 Texas, number 7 Indiana, number 8 Houston, number 9 Tennessee, number 10 Penn State, at large 11-1, whatever.
Okay.
USC is at 11, and 12 is Boise State. Well, whatever you want in there.
I mean, when you put it that way, it makes sense. It's just
It's
the
not gonna
chances
happen.
of it happening are so slim.
And here's another team that I didn't even say that I would put above Tennessee, and I don't know why I didn't. LSU.
Yeah. It's very easy.
So if you hear these names, like, okay, BYU, USC, Texas, Penn State, Boise State, LSU, SMU, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
That's not
I think
hard,
your point of
but
getting
the other teams
you have
out.
Getting out Oregon,
So,
getting out Georgia.
No. You
getting
don't
out,
need those teams out, though. So here's the teams I took out. Texas Tech. You could see that going south. I took out Miami. That's tough. But
I
listen
can't
to
see
me.
that.
10-2 Miami with that schedule, they're out.
They're out, yeah.
They're out. So and they could lose too. Oklahoma. You guys can see a world where they fall apart.
For sure.
I see a world where they fall apart, and John Mateer's not the guy. Who's in Ohio State? They got a tough schedule. Really tough schedule. And already I've got Texas coming for the first time, USC, Notre Dame.
Obviously, from last year, James Madison, Tulane, and Texas A&M are probably not making it
Right.
back,
So like
that's 3.
my bracket, my official bracket has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that weren't in. I just needed 4 more.
Interesting.
It wasn't that hard,
Very
guys.
interesting.
9 teams are missing this year. Mark my words.
Very.
Mark my words.
So that'd be a crazy.
Interesting.
Hey, you did have a crazy call last year that almost came true. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
That's my new call. 9 teams.
All right, I like it. Moving on to our number 1 thing. Finally, we should have more football.
How-
We got football to preview, bro.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got
we do.
football this week,
Sheesh.
guys. Football is here Saturday. There will be live football on our screens, and it will start in Ireland, Dublin, Ireland, with North Carolina at TCU. Preface this real quick. We are gonna do our any game within 5 points this year. We're gonna have to pick them. We're not gonna start with week 0 just because it's week 0. It's
Not enough games.
Not enough games. So we're not
I think
gonna
we
start
should do
there.
the first game.
It's not even
Yeah, I know.
five,
I
it's
was
not even
about
5 point spread.
55.
So we're not going to do it. We're just going to kind of talk about the games here. But we get the season started in North Carolina, TCU in Ireland. What do you boys have to think about this game? How excited are you for football to be back this Saturday?
I wish there was a better first game, but it is the first game, so I'm happy.
You cannot
It's honestly
complain.
not a terrible slate for
It's
week
just
0.
2 teams that I really don't care about. That's all.
I don't mind this at all.
There's always week 0.
There's some great matchups.
There is, yes.
Memphis, UNLV.
We're talking North Carolina,
Week
TCU
0,
first.
San
Yeah,
Jose
yeah.
State,
Week 0 is
USC,
great.
Hawaii, Stanford.
All right.
We're talking
All right.
North Carolina, TCU, Jay.
I'm excited to see these teams. I'm excited to see North Carolina because of what they could be, and I hope that Belichick can do decent with his new staff and new players. TCU is going to be tough because they've lost so many guys, but overall, I think this is going to be a very good game.
Yeah, for sure. Should be fun.
But
It'll
there
be
is
fun.
the Ireland curse.
Yeah.
The next game of the day is a 38.5 point spread.
It's going to be closer than
Good to
that.
see Jay Maeva.
It's going to be closer than that.
Gonna see what happens.
It's going to be closer than that.
We'll see. I think
38-13.
San Jose State, USC. I think San Jose State is maybe one of the worst defenses in all of football. I think USC is going to walk all over them. I think USC will score at least 45 points.
Battle of the Trojans.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be
Over under for this game is 60.5, so I'm guessing they're betting on San Jose to score 14 and
Yeah.
USC to score 80.
Game of the day.
That's way over.
Game of the day.
Game of the day is at 3:30. Big
darling.
implications in
Playoff
the ACC.
implications.
This is actually playoff implications.
Yes.
NC State travels to Virginia. They're in Charlottesville. Should be a really, really fun game.
Yeah, that's actually
ACC matchup.
Virginia. It's not in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I told you that. You wouldn't believe me.
Alright.
But should be a really, really fun game this year. Got Bo Perbula going against CJ Bailey. Again, I feel like neither one of these teams have hard schedules. The winner of this game has a very good chance of being the ACC championship. What do you guys got to think about this game? Nothing.
I mean, I could see a world where Virginia just beats them up, or I could see a world where NC State wins.
Mm-hmm.
What would you rather do? You have to either guess the winner of this game, or hit a half court shot for your life. What would you rather do?
Wait, when we say each one is for my life,
Yeah.
I'd rather pick this game. I think Virginia's gonna win.
Oh, that's right. Come on. I thought you're high on the Cavs.
Oh boy.
I'm just kind of low on NC State. I think I like CJ Bailey, but I think that's all they have. I don't think they have much around
Yeah,
him.
a little bit hype. Jack State, North Dakota State.
Guys, North Dakota State opens the year
In week
Fever.
0.
Have you seen their stadium?
Yeah, it's a dome.
Fargo Dome. Oh my
It's
goodness.
sick.
I'm
Their
so
stadium's
pumped.
actually really, really cool.
I'm
Should we
so
go?
excited to watch.
Yeah.
Dude, let's do it.
Let's go.
Tickets as low as $52.
Let's eat.
That's actually crazy.
Insane. Which is it's a low capacity. But no, I'm super excited about this game because I want North Dakota State to do it.
Can you imagine someday when there's going to be a home playoff game at the Fargo Dome?
Ooh,
Wow.
Fargo Dome.
Another game we can just say that it's there. It's not going to be a good game. Sacramento State, Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan is not good, but they're favored by 10 points because Sacramento State might be one of the worst teams.
Sac
in the
State's going
FBS.
to cover.
No, I like that.
Interesting.
Good call.
Bold prediction.
Hawaii plays Stanford. Stanford's actually favored by 4, which I believe Stanford lost this game last year. I think it was also in week 0.
Yeah. That was so funny, dude.
Yeah, I'm taking
The one
Hawaii.
chance.
Clown
I like
show.
Hawaii in that one. Florida State gets to play in week 0 again. New Mexico, so they play New Mexico State.
That's when you know you're
This
washed.
one, 30.5. I think this is easily going to stay inside that number.
Yeah.
I think New Mexico State.
Really?
I do. I'm low on Florida State.
Yeah, but
30.5.
so.
You think Florida State's going to put up 35 points?
I hope
They
so.
probably will, honestly.
Well, maybe we'll see.
We'll see. And then more playoff implications.
More playoff implications.
Baby.
Memphis, UNLV. You guys can stay up for this game. Starts at 10 o'clock.
I don't know.
I want to stay up for this game.
It's
I
a
probably
Saturday,
will.
so why not?
It's a Saturday. Why not?
Can we do it
Air
together?
Nolan?
What?
Your wife's going to be gone, right? Or
No,
she'll
it's
be back.
next weekend.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was going to say, then we're having a sleepover
Next weekend we can.
next weekend.
Week 1.
Sleepover.
Week 1. Sleepover. But
I'm
guys,
going to see the late game for that.
not a whole lot of rundown this one because it's not in crazy games. But we had to mention week 0 is here. What?
Next week is Hawaii versus UNLV.
Late game?
10 p.m.
You're coming over. Sweet. Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good. Guys, there's going to be football on our screen on Saturday.
So excited.
I'm going to get back from the zoo. I'm sitting on my couch and watching football. How exciting is that football is finally here again?
Goodness sakes. Goodness sakes alive.
Do you have YouTube TV?
Of course I do.
Can we share?
Of course you can.
Okay, because my dad doesn't have YouTube TV anymore.
What?
So I gotta figure out something.
All right. Well,
Got a quad box, guys.
Maybe.
Got a quad box.
secondly,
We'll figure it out.
I think
We'll figure
there's
it
more
out. We'll
people-
figure it
I think
out.
there's too many people on it.
Guys, if someone has YouTube TV that has another account,
Guys.
hit me up, please.
Hit Ben up. Get him on your YouTube
I need
TV,
to quad
please.
box.
Guys, he keep hitting my mic. I'm so sorry.
All right.
brother.
What?
Worst thing of the week.
Wait. I have a question for
What?
you
Okay.
first before we go on.
Okay.
One team dropping out of the top 10. One team
Ooh.
going into
Ooh,
the top 10.
love this. Love this.
Ooh, I do love
I'm
this
pulling the 8 people right now.
Yeah. Let me look up the people.
It doesn't have to be one that you predict. Just who do you think? Mine's easy.
Top 10.
Top 10.
Texas
Oklahoma.
A&M.
Ole Miss easily.
Texas A&M.
You have Texas A&M in the top 10? Or is that the AP poll?
AP poll. Sorry.
AP
yes.
poll.
Are we
Oh,
doing
that-
ours? Are we doing TPR or
No,
AP?
do the AP.
AP.
Where's Ole Miss?
Ole Miss is at 9. Texas A&M is at 8.
Okay, A&M then.
Yeah.
I would do A&M.
I would do A&M. Yeah.
What
that's
about
good.
okay? Let's change it up.
Oklahoma?
Out of the top 25,
Ooh.
I would say Ole Miss over A&M.
Interesting.
Schedule.
So you're not high on Ole Miss?
I'm not.
I would say
There's a
Penn-
world
Penn
Texas
State.
drops out just because of the schedule.
Team outside the top 25 coming in to the top 10.
Oh,
I don't know if it's gonna happen this year.
I think the easy one is Penn State just because of the schedule.
Top 10?
Just because of the schedule. If
Top
they go,
10?
They go 11-1, they'll be in the top 10.
No.
I don't think so.
If they go 11-1, they'll
There's
be in
gonna
the
be
playoff.
a
I don't
lot
think
of.
so.
There's gonna be a lot of.
You don't
teams
think
that
if they
are-
go 11-1, they won't be in the playoff?
There's gonna be a lot of 10-2 teams that have a better resume.
If they're 11-2, losing the Big Ten
They're
championship,
getting over a 10-2 LSU?
a team that goes
No.
to the championship
They're
game,
not.
yeah,
No.
yes they are. They have to be either Michigan or USC.
Okay. You're saying they
Washington.
go 11-2
I'm saying they go, yeah.
and they go
Lose
to
the
the
big.
championship.
They go 11-1. Go to the Big Ten.
Depends how much
championship.
they lose by.
No, they've set the precedent. It doesn't matter what you lose by.
Last year
you won't
they-
get punished
they,
in the championship.
moved
game.
Alabama
That's only
up.
for Alabama.
No,
That's only for Alabama.
They set that
That's
precedent.
not for Penn State.
No, I think Penn State is the obvious one. Outside
I think you're biased, but I think I could see a path where that happens.
I'd say
Well, who-
Florida.
Florida's a good one. Yeah, I can agree with that.
It's
Yeah.
a long shot. First year coach is gonna be tough.
Yeah. What? Penn
Lot of
State's
change.
18 in the
Lot of
AP
change.
pool. I'm an idiot.
Virginia.
Penn State's an AP pool. Oops.
Oh, you're saying outside of the AP to finish
Yeah,
top.
outside.
Oh. Florida definitely a good.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that was the only question. Go on. Worst thing.
Worst thing of the week.
Oh, it's bad.
Daquan Wright.
Ooh, it's bad.
Daquan Wright. Great name.
Guys, what if 5 years ago what if 2 years ago I said to you this headline is gonna say the Big Ten won't allow football players to return from NFL? What would you
Like-
react?
What? What do you mean? Of course they can't.
Duh.
But that's an actual headline right now.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. So the whole Daquan Wright thing, trying to, go from the NFL back to college. The whole, Lane Kiffin stuff, trying to get him to LSU. It's like, okay, we literally, I think JJ put this on the chat as soon as it happened. Like, we missed our worst thing by a day. Like, how are we allowing grown men that are in the NFL, they can't make it there, but like, yeah, sure, you can come back to college and play here. Why not?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do respect the Big Ten, obviously the best conference in the league. They said they would not allow
Right.
it.
I mean, as the daddy conference, kind of showing the SEC what's up. I mean, that's what they're kind of doing right now. So
Yeah.
keep it up. We also talked about early in the pod, archives of the pod, how the weak NCAA is making decisions and a lack of decisions that, okay, maybe it's fine, but this is not the last thing that's going to happen with this weak administration. Like, there's going to be things down the road that keep coming up until one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to have the NCAA not mean anything and conferences take over and it's an NFL, or you're going to have a complete overhaul of the NCAA, new leadership, and just they need to actually take back what's theirs. Those two things, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like, as much as I love the Big Ten speaking out and saying we're not allowing that to happen, that is not good because that is a conference making that decision.
Yeah.
Where the NCAA is like, okay, what, like, you do whatever, like.
I mean, it was the
whatever.
same with it. Feels like they don't really have. They've been sued so often. They just don't make decisions that the conferences do. Because same thing with the Brendan Sorsby stuff.
Right, but
NCAA
it's
said
going to
yes.
continue.
The Big 12 said no.
It's going to continue until it's just which it basically is
It
already,
basically
but
is. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
sad.
Do you guys
Wait.
also- what?
I think the SEC just passed a rule.
Better.
What'd they pass?
They always
Just now?
follow Big
Yeah.
Brother.
What'd they say?
No bueno.
Yeah.
I think
Good
they
job, SEC.
Get out!
Hey, turning into our best thing.
Well, maybe there's previously declared for the NFL, NBA, or WNBA draft are not allowed to come back.
That means the ACC will, so.
There's gonna be definitely some workarounds, but that's apparently what the rule has
Good.
said.
That's good.
Guys, round of applause for the
Good job.
SEC.
Great job.
So far, the SEC and Big Ten have both made rules banning NFL players. We'll see how it actually plays out.
And you see, yeah, that's college football. It's those two conferences right now.
For sure. So the other one's a problem. One other worst thing we probably should have mentioned last week. You guys see the whole Penn State cocaine stuff?
Did not.
Heard about it.
You guys did you not hear about it at all?
Did not.
So apparently there were some
Sounds
guys.
intriguing.
There were some guys at Penn State. They would use like for hazing ritual for freshmen. They would like make them take cocaine.
That's awesome.
They're like literally running a cocaine ring in like a frat house. It was insane. Like the FBI went and raided them. It was absolutely crazy.
Only at Penn State.
Only at Penn State.
Drew
Well,
was
not
there.
Whoa.
Kind of crazy, like cocaine,
Yeah.
literally a cocaine ring at Penn State over the past week or so.
Guys, don't do that. Another worst thing.
Gonna hate Rocco Becht on the field this year.
The 49ers owner
Oh, I see that. What happened?
Well, yeah, that's.
was arrested for. We knew.
I just keep seeing Deshaun Watson memes.
49ers owner was arrested for doing some illegal things with.
One of the worst things in sports right now.
The thing is, like, that happens so much.
Yeah,
But he was just caught.
They're so rich, they can do whatever they want.
yeah, fair enough.
Silly man.
Also, Enos Cantor, that was hilarious.
Dude, We have to talk about it.
We have to.
Andrew, share your thoughts on Enos Cantor.
We have to.
No, we're not.
Okay, we won't. We won't. He's the GOAT. I think Andrew's excited for something. You can't score 12 points the last round.
And now it's time for
Where
He
Go!
Go.
Is there a
Guys.
12-point bonus question?
Guys,
should be.
they're
It's the last one of the year. JJ's gonna win season 1, but let's end it on a good note.
Let me do the math here. You could get
Stop it.
9 points today.
So still couldn't win.
You could be very close.
Okay.
But obviously, JJ has
9
0.
points. What are we doing?
A lot of transfers today. A whole lot of transfers. Actually, you could get 10 points.
You're
because we
the
have
worst.
4 today.
Oh, we have 4.
We have 4.
Terrible.
Okay.
Guys, it's the last week. It's the last week of Where He Go.
I didn't.
We started low. We had some highs and lows. Andrew had some great weeks. JJ had some fantastic weeks. So at this moment, Andrew has 57 points and JJ has 67 points.
No.
I don't want to score.
So if JJ doesn't score and Andrew scores every single college
ridiculous.
right, he could tie.
This is such a setup. They were
He's
here
not gonna
early.
he's not going to get it, so it doesn't matter.
While I was getting my
And
mic.
that means all you have to do is get 1 point and you win.
Can you at least get this first
I
one
don't know
right?
if I
Sure,
will.
here we go.
This is once again,
This is
guys.
current, right?
Once again, guys, this is guys that are currently on a roster in the college
I
football.
hate this.
This one here has no transfers. It's just a single college. Can you tell me where LJ Martin goes to college?
This he didn't transfer.
That's correct.
Yeah.
This first one has no transfers.
Yeah, he's the first one to share. This is
Do we have to write?
layup,
I'll write it down. I
layup
guess.
for the win.
BYU.
BYU.
All right, so that just
I'll write it down.
cements JJ in.
That's okay. Let's see how close I
It's
can
all right,
get.
buddy.
It's okay. It's okay. I
All
was
right,
chasing all year. It's okay.
BYU is
Anyways, he's
correct. Our LJ Martin, their starting running back. Next up, I have another. Okay, so the rest are made transfers, I believe. I think. I don't know. Yes, there are. DeAndre Moore Jr.
John Mateer.
DeAndre Moore Jr.
Not a chance.
No.
Don't know. Whose idea?
DeAndre.
Whose idea was this?
Mine. DeAndre Moore.
This is just fun because these are highly ranked.
I mean, I got
transfers.
1. I'm gonna say 2 just for fun. Go ahead.
Oregon.
Say Maryland and Purdue.
You're supposed to say it first.
Sorry. Maryland and Purdue.
None of those are correct. He went from a excuse me. He went from a lowly Big 12 school to a high SEC school.
Let's see. He went from he's at Arkansas.
What is it? We ready, guys? Just
Colorado to Texas.
He's probably their 5th stringer.
No, he's not gonna be. He's a wide receiver. All right. Anyway, next up, I have for you a fun name. This is Turbo Richard.
Oh, I know this. Why do I know this?
This is a cool name. I think I do
Do
actually.
you know this?
2 colleges again.
Turbo Richards.
Oh, where he came from? I don't think I know.
Okay.
But...
Oh man, I know I heard this, but I don't know where he's at. Shoot.
Turbo.
Come on, you should know where Turbo
I should know where
is.
Turbo is. I've heard this name.
Great
Go
name.
NC State, TCU.
I think he's at Indiana.
He is at Indiana
I
currently.
think he came from. Where did Turbo come from? To go back to JMU, the well.
You might as well.
Sure.
No. He transferred this year from Boston College.
Okay. Nah, I'm just
Boston College sneakily had like 3 of the top transfers in the fall. All right, next up I have for
Why do you want to get out of Boston College?
What? Once again, we're doing. Oh, wait, yes, so this is the 4th one. Sorry. This is a guy that has 3 colleges you can choose from. So I'd be happy if you guys get 1. His name is Eric Singleton Jr. Wide receiver.
Kind of sounds familiar, but they all sound familiar.
You got any?
He did very well for his first college, transferred to a bigger school, did not do so well, and then transferred to another big school.
Okay, say that again.
He did very well at his mediumly large school, first school, and then he transferred to a pretty big school, did not do well, and now he's at his second big school, hoping to do better.
Give me a conference.
No, you don't get a conference.
Give me
That's
a
cheating.
conference. Do you think of one?
No.
Then give us a conference.
ACC, SEC, SEC.
I love it. See, I could have known that though. He said small college.
Louisville, Texas A&M.
He did very good at his
LSU.
first spot. I'm gonna go Georgia Tech, and then he went to Texas, and now he's at I have no idea. And then he went to Florida.
What is it?
He started at Georgia Tech.
Boom.
He went to Auburn, and now he's at Florida.
Boom.
What the what?
3. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about,
That
buddy.
was a complete guess.
No, that was
Unbelievable.
I knew that.
I don't know if I want to give you any points for that. That's insane.
Oh.
I told you it rang
No,
up.
you don't get any points
It
for
rang up. What do you
It's
mean?
hints. You don't get points for a hint.
I'll give you 2 points for that. It
Thank
doesn't
you.
really matter.
Whatever. JJ wins season.
That's funny. Yeah, he had like 1,000 yards at Georgia Tech, transferred to Auburn, did horrible, and now he's at Florida, which he should be doing well at Florida. So,
Fair enough.
Knew it
Fair
rang a
enough.
bell.
he knows who that is.
All right, guys. We've been gone for an hour.
We got
and
we got
44
another
minutes.
one.
No, that was
that
it.
was it.
I
That was
wanted
last
more. I was getting hype.
Well, hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you read the final score, please?
No, you don't have to.
70 to sorry, 70 to 60. You each had 3 points.
If Oklahoma
Wait,
doesn't
no,
make
I'm
the
wrong.
playoffs, I'll rescind my title.
I'm sorry, it was 73-58. 72-58.
No, whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
What a
All
gentleman.
right, now for the 2-minute warning. I think what we're going to do this time, we don't have a hot take. Since we only talk college football this episode, we're just going to kind of mention a couple other sports that happened this week.
I don't know. Should we?
And-
I feel like we need to leave a taste of college football.
Do we?
I don't know.
Do you have a
I
hot
feel
take?
like this is a total college football pod.
Okay, do you have a hot take? About
Not
college
really.
football? Do we just let him with that? Do we just
Goodbye,
talk more
folks.
college football for 2 minutes?
I feel like we could talk about college
All
football.
right, go.
Say something.
Guys, it's going to be an incredible year of college football.
It's going to be an incredible
I'm
year.
so excited.
Yeah, what are we most excited about?
Most excited to see... There's a lot of quarterbacks I'm excited to see. Like Hoover at Indiana.
Last year was first years, now it's like
I'm actually
veterans.
really excited to see Ian Aliav at UCLA.
Drew
Just from-
Mestemaker.
Yeah,
Oh,
Drew
I'm
Mestemaker,
excited
Oklahoma
to see him.
State.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring him up
some
at all.
intrigue.
Yeah.
Lots of coaches moving their whole team.
There's a bunch of like
The coaching
old new
carousel went
teams.
crazy.
Yeah.
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 So
So
Oklahoma missing the playoffs is gonna be my favorite.
of our
thing
3
of the year.
teams, who is the most likely to boom or bust?
Who's our teams? Oh, Miami, Florida,
And Penn State.
You're talking
We have
about
an interesting crew this
We
year.
do. 2 new coaches. One is expected to be very
Two
good.
that has to go up, one that probably has to go down.
What if we all have the same record? What if we
Ooh,
all
I'll go
finish 8-4?
12-1.
What would
Oh.
what's more likely? All our teams making the playoffs or all missing?
all our teams
Missing.
making.
Careful.
No, making.
Careful.
Making. Because I think.
Well, our
Miami-
first 2 teams aren't making it, so it's up to
Well,
him.
I could see a world where Penn State and Florida make it. I can't really see where Miami misses it.
I think it's missing.
I'm a
it probably
diehard Gators fan,
I
but
think
there
it's
is almost
misses.
no chance we make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Miami could screw up.
Yeah, Miami can always screw it up. They're kind of good at that. So you're probably right, unfortunately.
Who has the? Who's your Heisman finalists?
Heisman finalists, Dante Moore. Give me.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
You gotta hurry up.
Oh man.
Dante Moore, Arch Manning because he's a Manning, and throw in Ahmad Hardy.
Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love will be there.
He's
Jeremiah
in the NFL,
Smith.
so
Jeremiah
probably
Jeremiah
won't be
Smith.
there.
Sorry, Jeremiah Smith. That's right.
I got
meant Smith.
I got Sayan, Dante Moore,
I don't know who you're gonna say.
Sayan, Dante Moore.
Tony could.
I'll
very
just
well
take
be
the
there.
4 winners: Darian Mensah and Mateer.
Okay, sure.
I guess Mateer didn't win, but
But you wouldn't want it. But
yeah,
that's
those
fine.
4 QBs
If Tony
in there.
progresses from last year, he could very well be there as well.
Um,
But he has to progress.
Ryan Coleman Williams.
Aiden Childs might be there.
It could be. And that is the 2-minute warning. The complete college football episode.
What's
Get
Colorado
you guys
doing this
ready.
year?
Oh, that's right. They didn't even start their 5-7 this year. But guys, what a nap. It's a
Wow.
long one. Hour
There you
47 minutes in.
It's
been
worth
really good.
every single second.
We got college football this week. Guys, get so excited for that. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Out.